the sins that you can't confess. I'm just your ghost if we're not undressed. A part of me wish that we never met, but you act like we never. Got too wasted in the bathroom of your parents' house. Then you kissed me in the backseat of a taxi ride. And we said things that were cheesy, but we meant them. There were feelings, and now you deny it. You're in love with the idea of me, but you're not in my reality. Find it hard to leave my picture in, 'cause my reality is your reality. No. That you can't confess. I'm just your ghost if we're not undressed. A part of me wish that we never met, but you act like we never. Got too wasted in the bathroom of your parents' house. Then you kissed me in the backseat of a taxi ride. And we said things that were cheesy, but we meant them. There were feelings, and now you deny it. You're in love with the idea of me, but you're not in my reality. Find it hard to even picture it, 'cause my reality is your reality. No.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. We got more 5v5 1v1 duels on the day. Yo, I'm just sending a quick message to my boy Arhi, who's like, yo, we doing American duels today. Dude, I'm gonna miss Arhi, and I'm sure a lot of you NA boys gonna miss Arhi and hanging out with the other EU boys as well, man. G-Funk, hanging out with Corsair, hanging out with Atham. That's my favorite part about PTR, is the fact that both NA and the EU get to battle it out, you know, find out who's truly the best, who's truly top tier, you know what I mean? And a lot of you guys seem to have enjoyed just being able to see the play with the dudes over in the other pond. It's actually quite awesome. But today we got more NA 5v5 1v1 duels. It feels like we haven't done these in a long while, so we're gonna be starting off big time today with the NA 5v5 1v1s. What's up, Mikolai? We got Marcel D. Woods, Jano, we got himself Chicago. How y'all boys doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. Yo, let's hop on the live NA server, see what the groups are looking like. Maybe we can have some fun today. My video is from the duels is still taking a while to process, so we're just gonna keep that in the background for a bit until YouTube is like, yo, we're done. As soon as YouTube is like, yo, we're ready, we're good, we'll pop that out there. But until then, we're just chilling with you boys. How y'all doing? Hopping on that NA servers, man. Hopping on Dal Edge, boy. Yo, what's up, Cannon? Man, hope you're having a good one. Yo, boys, If you guys are big fans of the streams, if you're excited for the 5v5 1v1 duels, give the stream a thumbs up. Very much appreciated. I don't ask you guys at the start of the stream ever to do that kind of like subscribe, like, interactions, all that stuff, but do a favor for me. Give the stream a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. Also, if you're new watching this video, excited for the duels, hit subscribe, hit the bell if you're hanging out here. What are you doing? I just say hit subscribe as well as hit the bell. What's up, Doom 5 Frost? How you doing, my guy? Hope you having a good one, man. Hope you guys are having a good one. Yo, where's my friend, my pal, my bot? Where's Nightbot at to do that job for me? Yo, if you guys want to join in for the duels, here we go. Here we are. Give it a pin. Let's say join the 5v5 1v1 duels. Yeah, I'm excited, man, for the tier sets, the double leggers. I feel like the duels are really gonna open up once we get the double leggers, the tier sets. I watched it yesterday with EU boys, and it was a lot of fun, man. You all did get to see some of the class changes, and likely more class updates expected. I already noticed monks are a little squishier than before. Druids are a lot squishier than before. Shamans don't really feel any squishier, but their damage output with lightning bolts and Ellie Blast is a lot higher than it was just a patch ago. It is noticeable. Their tier sets are going to be incredibly good. Like, absolutely incredibly good. Yo, let me also update the UI. Here we go. Now we're good for the 5v5 1v1s. Boys, if y'all got a group that you are listing, let me know in real ID how many boys you got, how many more you're looking for, or if you guys want to join in for some 5v5 1v1 duels. I can't wait until solo queue is out over here, by the way. We're gonna have some fun with solo queue. I hope they add like a rating system solo queue, maybe like a 915, like a more real mode for it. I think that'll be really fun once more people get to try out solo queue and see the good parts and bad parts about it. Because it was really fun in PTR. Chicago on alley, let's go. Are we ready? Like, are we good to go, or are we just hosting a group? If you guys want to join a 5v5 1v1 group, how's Arms? I heard someone say they're actually better now. Arms Warriors? So actually their defensive stance is a little weaker. Actually, Arms Warriors didn't really get changed much with this update. Their defense stance is a little bit weaker, I think, than before. I think that's the only thing they've gotten so far. 1 out of 5 CAC W. Alrighty. We'll take it a second. Usually Alliance on an A, it doesn't take that long to get a full group together. But we got a group, 2 out of 5 Chicago, looking for more boys on Alliance if you guys want to join in. This is how you do it. Player versus player, premier group, custom PvP, find a group, top number 5 in the chat. And we got a group with Mikey, Wow, Wolfie, trying to put a group together over on the Horde side. Chicago over on the Alliance, trying to put a group together. You guys are more than welcome, join in. Let your friends know, let the boys know, let the guildies know that you're hosting a group. Get anybody and everybody you know to help build a group together, boys. You know what? Maybe in the future we'll do some more PTR duels. I don't think that's a bad idea, is it? I think that'd be kind of fun. Doing some PTR duels in the future. Maybe like whenever 915 update comes around. I think that'd be kind of cool to like try out the cross-faction stuff. I think that'd actually be really fun. And likely 915 will have more class changes, more like all friendly catch-ups. Yo, that Mog for that warrior guy or paladin, whatever that guy was just now, that actually looked kind of cool. I'm kind of sad he's gone because I was just peeping it. I think that's like Zerif Mortis version. Dude, once they add the PvP version, you'll be able to get the PvP recolor for that. I think for PvP, leather class is orange or red. Oh, it is orange. Okay. So then what do I have? I have the red one, which I don't remember where I got that from. I think there's a purple one, and then there's like another color. I forget which one. Wait, can I see it? Hold on, if I scroll over here. Wait, there's like dark. There's like green, orange, purple. Okay, so that's all the colors. Yo, that demon that is gonna look so good, by the way. Oh my god, I never looked at the recolors. Wait, okay, what kind of recolors does Demon Hunter have for their tier set? I never actually looked at some of the tier sets in terms of the looks in great detail. Yeah, the normal. Raid Finder actually doesn't look that bad at all. Like the dark and green doesn't look bad. Heroic is a red Power Ranger look. Mythic, oh, that looks sick. That looks good. And then you got the PvP one with the Gladiator. This is the Honor one, or Base Conquest. And the Elite. Yo, Elite looks so good. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna look great. I think it'll look better on female Demon Hunter than male, like female Blood Elf than male Blood Elf. I think it looks a lot better on female Blood Elf, but is it always that dark? Was it always this dark? I thought it was a lot more grayer than like, I don't know. This is a lot darker than it was on PTR from what I remember. Alrighty, boys. Hopefully we'll get some 5V5 1v1 groups sometime soon. You guys are more than welcome to join, by the way. Hope everybody's having a good one, by the way. Hope y'all having a good one, boys. I still gotta go and do my Zereth Mortis dailies. Did you see that they're going to be changing the, what is it, the double bi-weekly quest into like a once-a-week thing instead? I think it's going to be good. I wonder if they'll make you fill up the bar for a lot longer. Like, make you do double the activities in order to fill up the bar. I know they're going to be doubling the rewards, so you only have to do it once instead of having to do it twice. Which will help my ults a lot. A lot of people have been struggling just trying to get their ults to that. If at all possible. Let me see. He just wrote me something. I got to hit him without Russian. Every time I want to write something to Archie, I gotta type out like Russian keyboard, and I gotta find like a website to type out Russian stuff. Okay, here we go. Hit him with it. All right, Chicago and my boy, yo, Mikey, Mikey still needs more boys in here, gang. Yo, if you guys are on the Horde 5V5 1v1 Duels, Mikey needs a couple more Hordes to help him put a group together, man. He just only got one. What is going on? The Horde, hello? Do we have a lot more on Alliance potentially? Maybe we can get like 2 Alliance groups. Worst to worst. But Mikey needs +1, boys. Or actually it needs +4. If you guys want to join him in LFG, if you look up LFG, player versus player, premium group, custom PvP, find a group, type number 5 in the search, hit enter. And you see Mikey's group in there as well. Yo, where my boy Skills at, man? Where are all the other homies at? Because we need all the NA boys in here. But yeah, Marcel, otherwise, other than the nerfs to defensive stance, I don't think Warriors really got more buffs or anything. I know the tier sets are looking really good and double leggers are going to be pretty impactful, but I don't think they've gotten buffed yet. We're expecting like big class changes in the next week. Yo, what are we doing today? What's up, Celtic? How you doing, man? 5V5 1v1 Duels are for the region of NA. As soon as we get the boys together. Hey man, what's up, Sir Cal? How you doing, my guy? Hope you having a good one. Oh, you have a good one. Well. What's up, Brandon Jensen? How you doing, my guy? Well. We tried to put together a 5V5 1v1 group. We got one on the Horde with Mikey while looking for more boys in the custom PvP LFG 5V5 1v1 Duels Dalaran and try to host a group together. Guess who's back? How you doing, Brandon? You want to join in some duels? And we got Chicago. I think 2 out of 5 over on the Alliance. Tried to host a group together as well. You guys are more than welcome to how do I join? So this is how you do it. So Friday are EU duels, Saturday are duels for the NA. If you guys want to join in, head over to player versus player tab, premium group, custom PvP, and then type in find group. And on the top, type in number 5 and hit enter to find the 5V5 1v1 groups in the custom PvP LFG section. Hey, Dalaran, looking forward to the PvP? Deadly, so am I, man. First NA duels of patch 9.2, man. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. It's awesome, man. It's a fantastic. Yesterday's duels for EU were awesome. We had Arky pop in, hanging out with the boys. We had ourselves, Arthur didn't show up. Chrysler, I think, is told to wait until the seasonal 2 stuff. But everybody else from G-Funk to other boys popped in there. Sir Cal, I do my man. Yo, can we get hashtag Sir Cal in the chat showing appreciation? What if all don't know my man with it once? 1999. Whoa! 20 bones right there. Thank you so much. We didn't even get a duel started, boys. We got to get these groups together to get at least one duel in for Sir Cal. Yo, at least one? Come on, dude. Let's get a full duel sesh. Yo, big hashtag to Sir Cal. Man donating. And we haven't even started a game. What is going on? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Reverence right now, right account. Let's try that again. Well, I guess it's back. Oh, okay, Reverence. I see. How you doing? You join in? You join the duels? Yo, Reverence, you got any boys that are interested in some 5V5 1v1s, my guy? Message your friends, message your guildies, message anyone that's interested in the 5V5 1v1 dueling scene. Let's get some more boys in here for these gang. Let's get some more boys in the groups. We got Wolfie. Got 2 people, or him and +1 in the group. He needs a couple more to make a 5-man squad. I don't know how many Chicago got. I think also still 2. So we need a couple more for Alliance, a couple more for the Horn, and we're good to go. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good one, Reverence. Are you popping in? Are you joining? Or are you just viewing? Whichever one you want to do. Appreciate the stuff you do, man. It's entertaining. Yo, Circal, I'm just appreciate you for the dono. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Glad you're enjoying the streams. I'm just happy to know you guys are liking them. What's up, Nye? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. You joining? Wait, isn't Nye? Are you EU or NA? I don't remember. I'm really bad with names. My memory has just always been trash, so it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I might be joining as a surprise. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yo, you know who we also need? We need my boy Wild Imp in here as well, because he popped into the PTR duels and really popped off. We need my boy Wild Imp to join some of these too. We got LFG group over on the Horde boys, as well as Alliance. Chicago hosting the group on Alliance, and Wolfie hosting the group on a Horde. I mean, I was Survival Hunter. Hey, okay. Yeah, I'm just really bad with names now. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good one. I used to play in duels in 8.3 and 9.1. Yeah, I remember you popped in before. Are you going to be joining for the 9.2 duels, or are you taking a break for a bit? Because 9.2 duels, once we get the tier system Legos, man, survival is going to pop off. Because survival will be able to, you'll be able to run the Feign Death Lego and the I do partake, I wouldn't be Demon. Really? Are you going to be Destro or Affliction? Or like another class altogether? Either way, hey, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I'm interested. I was gone for a long time. I'm coming back though. Hey, Nye, welcome back. Yeah, 9.2 looks pretty good. That's a pretty good time to come back, honestly. Especially with the raid and the season stuff starting this upcoming user reset. So I'm re-rolling. What are you re-rolling to? In PvE, single target enhancement looks good, or Monk Warrior Fury, will that be good? Enhancement should be good. It's simming really well. It's likely to be really good. It's got quite a lot of buffs as this patch. Tier set is pretty good too. Monk and Fury Warrior. Fury shouldn't be bad either. On single target, I'm not sure how it sims on single target. Generally, arms will slightly, well, at the beginning of a tier, generally arm starts out strong, but then Fury makes its way into the better, strongest single target spec. That worked out more or less in Denathrius, but also Denathrius, or Castle Nathria. There's a lot of cleave in a lot of the fights in Castle Nathria, so Fury ended up just performing better than arms. I think arms are still technically better for pure single target. It's just it was more value to bring a Fury Warrior, because you'll be cleaving things for free while focusing on single target. So that cleave AoE really helped out the fights a lot. For this raid tier of Sanctum, I think arms was a little bit better because there was more single target focus. Except for a few fights with AoE, Fury definitely popped off. Hard to tell what people are going to play for this tier though. And Monk, I know they're monsters in AoE, but I've heard they might have some of the weakest single target. I could be wrong, that could be wrong, that could just be a rumor, but that's what I heard. So definitely not worth, like, you know, taking those words close to heart. In the end, I honestly think you should play with someone who looks more fun to you, Jacob. Unless you're looking to play more than one. Mikey needs 2 more on the Horde. We're good to go, boys. Yo, Mikey's group filling up quite fast. I like it. Yeah, I don't know when I'm playing OP classes though, so I'm re-rolling. I don't like playing OP classes. Wait, what do you mean, Nye? I won't say Hunter's OP. I mean, maybe BM is a little OP, but Survival, Marksman, not OP. They're strong. Sorry, I made a mistake earlier. Fury is better, but now because of the nerfs, otherwise double-legged. Oh, never mind. Message distracted. I'm just gonna forget it. It didn't matter, no? I don't think so. We'll find out what I'm playing. Interesting. Mikey got a group? Yo, 3 out of 5 are so close. Yeah, my God, we just need a couple more Hordes in here. 5V5 1v1 duels. Let me add the champions in here. Champions. Yo, we got some NA duels today, boys. Anyone interested? We need bodies for Alley and Horde teams. Yeah, let me call upon the champs, man. Let me just add the role. Hell yeah. Hey, Dal, how's it going, buddy? What's up, DevX? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Getting some 5v5 1v1 duels together. We got Mike with 3 out of 5. I think Chicago still has 2 out of 5. So we got a group over in the Alliance. We got a group over on the Horde today for the Realms of NA. Which means I think South America can also join in. So it's like NA, South America. I think Australia can technically still play and join in. 4 out of 5 Chicago just used 1 more in Alliance. Yo, boys. We almost have 2 groups. Hell yeah. Everyone put your hands up for Dalio. What's up, Nikolai? Hope you're having a wonderful evening, my man. Hope you're having a good one. Yo, this, you know what? While we're waiting, this gives me an opportunity to, like, process my video for the 5v5 1v1 duels. So this works out for me just fine. You know what I mean? Especially if you play Necro Survival, it's not really fair for the other players. Really, you think it's that strong? You think it's that good? It is really good from PTR. V bonk, yo, whoops. V bonk, whoops. V bonkin. Is that like the bonk? Go to horny jail? Is that what that's supposed to be? I feel like a boomer saying this. I feel like just some out of touch. Like, hello, fellow kids. Yo, Sir Cat, my man! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Yo, this man right here. He just straight up. I was emoting someone. Oh, okay. Sir, can we get a hashtag, Sir Cal? Dude, this man dropping 30 bones and we haven't even started a duel. My god, you're insane. Thank you so much, Sir Cal. I really do appreciate it. My mans. Oh my goodness, we haven't started. That's why. Thank you so much, Sir Cal. I appreciate it. What a Chad. Yo, can we get a hashtag, Sir Cal? Showing our appreciation for the wonderfully beautiful donut, my man. Thanks so much, my guy. I was emoting somebody with a bonk. Wait, can you bonk somebody? Bonk. 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 You bonk yourself on the... Oh, you actually... There's an emote for bonk. I didn't realize. Wait, didn't they add a bunch of new emotes that took away like /spit? And then... I think that's the only emote they really removed, right? I think... No, they brought it back. You just spit in the ground. You don't spit at... So they didn't... What emote did they remove? I know they changed a bunch of emotes, but didn't they add a bunch of emotes too? Boop? Is this a boop? Yeah, they did add boop. Wait, when you boop, you also point at somebody? I didn't realize that was a thing. Huh. Remember DC get 20,000 minutes on the stream? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. They removed moan? Did they really? /moan. Really? Oh yeah, they did remove moan. Huh. Okay. I was gonna say, it's for, I mean, Fury's better now, but maybe because of the nerfs and others on double Legos, we'll see how Fury's gonna be. I know that Fury got a really exciting tier set, like a really good one. A really good tier set. Hey, how's it going, Christmas? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one in 9-2. How you doing, man? How's it going? Yo, when do you think, boys, we're gonna be getting any like 10-0 announcements? Somebody on Twitter was saying that they might do something about it Thursday, because we'll get like some of the end game cinematics this Tuesday reset with like the raid being open. We'll get an Anduin cinematic, and then likely a Jailer cinematic will leak, and then likely on Thursday they'll do like an expansion announcement, since everybody's like saw the end of the expansion basically. Like, if that's true, that would be interesting. Is this not a thing anymore? I think he's still around sometimes. Back in the other day. You ever playing as actors for all it's not fair to those? I wonder if you can play as a... What's it? Venthyr in PvP as a hunter. I know that Necrolord a lot of you guys enjoyed because of the defensive ability of Fleshcraft, which by the way got nerfed. But I think still is going to be really good because hunters can be squishy at times. Like really squishy. You will kill a jailer first week? No, you will not be able to kill the jailer first week. So the way that it's set up right now for the oh, we need one more on a team horde. Yo, we need one more in lights, one more in horde. Boys, just need one more on each team, and we're good to go once we get these duels started. Let's hopefully we'll get some variety in here, get some new names, get some fresh new faces over for the NA boys. I'm excited. No way, Necrolord is better than Venthyr. I don't believe that. Really, Abe? What are you going to be playing? We're talking about PvP. Like, PvE, I think, is another story. For Hunter, yeah, PvE and PvP, like, depending on which one you're going to play. Necrolord, are you saying no way, Necrolord? Like, no, it's not? Or are you saying no way, Necrolord is better than Venthyr? I don't believe that. Depends how you phrase it. Depends which one you say is going to be stronger. Yo, Chicago got a 5-man on the list. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Necro's boost for PvP. It is really, really good. I wonder if Kyrian might be okay, because you still get that line of sight thing, but you do not just have more crit chance, which actually isn't bad, because you already have an increased chance of crit when you Kyrian. Now it's going to be 100% guaranteed crit, especially if you get any kind of extra crit bonus. Sure, 1v1 but not arenas. 1v1 2v2. Venthyr is good for consistent, but I always played Necrom. I managed to reach 2.1, 2.5 more arenas Pog. Yeah, I think there's just, it's one of those things where my stepdad used to say there's more than one way to skin a cat. And I would ask him, why would you skin a cat? But actually, no, that's a lie. I never asked him because I always thought it was weird. Did you know that when they say You probably never heard this saying before. I've heard it all my life. There's more than one way to skin a cat. That talks about catfish. Who would have known? I always thought it was about like some insane person trying to skin a real like a meow whiskers cat. You know what I mean? That for the longest time I was like, why would somebody do that? No, I guess. That's what I heard all my life. Need one more and harder, good to go. So imagine when I tell my friends, like, so one of my friends hears me once, so it's a hero all my life, more than one way to skin a cat. I say it out loud at some point, and one of my friends is like, what? I'm like, I don't know. That's literally all I heard all of my life. His name is Cat Shift. Yo, the shift names. Shift names are really funny. The best name I know. I love Necro. I beat rank 1 as Necro Survival. Yeah, Necro is really, really good. Like, even for rogues, even though Venti or Outlaw, for example, is considered really strong damage-wise, Necrolord Outlaw in PvP slaps. That Necrolord spike, the consistent pressure, the combo points it generates, the flesh cut defensiveness, the slime shield with Marilas, it is still really, really good. Put a name to Dalaran Jr. Can I put my name to Dalaran Jr. on YouTube? Or like Discord? Yeah, if you want me to. On my Outlaw. Yeah, go for it. Dalaran Jr. Sure. You don't need my permission. For the longest time, I think there was a guy that made a rogue after my rogue, and they kept making him look like mine. Oh, we got a 5. Yo! Team's ready to go, boys! Let's go! 5V5 1v1 Duels of the day! Let's go, boys. I've been waiting for a while here. Mikey WoW and Chicago 5. We're gonna randomize it. Yesterday I went and tried to do specific duels, but you know what? I'm actually just gonna let it random. If we get a Toveron, we got a Toveron. I feel like I like that better. I know we're gonna moan and whine when we get Toveron, but I'm gonna let it happen. Yo, let's get the mix in here, boys. I gotta start adjusting this mix more often. Like, some of the songs in here are piping good, but some are just getting a little bit old. You know what I mean? Yo, that's a good one to start off with. I always thought this was a great starter. Which got ourselves team 1 together with Dark. Ooh. Over as Unholy DK, we got Kali Maz as a Windwalker Monk. Wait, blind eye option? Is that what that is? That looks kind of awesome. I feel like for a monk, though, it would kind of be fitting. The man peas. Wait, Pace La, love you. Huh? Pace got himself the big Arlet. I still need to get this mount. It actually looks kind of cool. Has a ball in between. Sure, a big old jelly. We got Snoo in here, as well as Wolfie as an enhancement Shaman. We got us a Death Machine over for the team 2, literally named Death Machine, with a big old Murloc in the back. We got us as Diabolicals as a Warlock. We have Reverence as a Destruction Chicago as enhancement Shaman, and we got ourselves Envy in the back. We got us as the boys. That looks at Diabolical already gonna hit with a bitty bee. Covered in that brew next to him. His flesh cuff steel holding on strong. The death pact also providing them the cover. Fear trying to line up with a quick spear hand strike. Diabolical super low health. Actually could be in trouble. That's going to be a big old infernal coming down as he pops every defensive in the book. That's going to be extra health with a primordial trying to go for a chaos bolt onto Kalimas, who's going to activate 4 brew just to give himself a little bit of defense. And the succubus going into the play. Quick interrupt on that. Oh, chaos bolt. And Kalimas just spin 2 wins versus the Warlock and the Death Knight is up next. Yoinking it back in. Good over here. Another one. That's going to be the grippy hand as Kalimas trying to see if he can get out of here. Death Machine charging after him, looking to get up next to the guy and slam him down. As Kalimas does escape the grip of death. Man, that Warlock, I mean, he was under a ton of pressure. I don't know how you counter that. Like, to be honest, I don't know how you count. That's just so much pressure for a monk. He just rolled in, big bitty bee, rotated all your defenses out for the guy. And then that spear hand strike with an interrupt at the last second when he's like, oh, there's no way I can reach you. Psych, quick interrupt, lock you out, you're just done. Shackles by Death Machine. Looks like Kalimas is gonna not cancel Fist of Fury. Looks like he actually just ended up going for Diffuse just to reverse the chain. Death Machine taking a bit of damage. It looks like he's gonna back up out of there. Does give himself as much self-heal as he can, and needs to start using a lot of the runic power for self-healing, as Kalimas could pressure him with yet another Fist of Fury. Does Death Machine play Remorse as much as stun? He has a silence for Kalimas, no way to parry through. Karma is going to do damage to Death Machine, does get kicked. I don't think it was going to touch of death. I think Kalimas is saving that touch of death or a little bit later. Second person going down, but he definitely gave him a hell of a run. That Fist of Fury, they're locking you out on the heel when you need it. That is tough. What's good, day dad? What's up, Joe Walker? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Good luck and those, everybody. Yo, Nye from the EU. Give everybody a good luck, good luck. Chicago looks like gonna be up next. I think just waiting for Columbus to get up to him. I'm maybe trying to figure out who's gonna be on next in the team. Well, now Chicago has to fight. Now Chicago has to do it. Zuen charging out. BDB down on the side. Hopefully clip Chicago. Otherwise for Columbus, it's gonna be bad. Chicago with a massive chain harvest just recovered all the health loss, but still dropping. It might have to wall this off. This is going to be as much self-healing as they can with all the maelstrom generated from the Ghost Raptors. And Columbus back it up out of the heat of that hit and run strat. Walked in, did some damage. As soon as the cooldown's coming out, back up out of there, go for a reset, wait until their cooldowns are back. Because I guess Chicago wants that sustained gameplay. They want to be able to stay up in the melee of Columbus. They want to be able to just generate maelstrom and zap them down. Or rather, in their situation, harvest them for all they're worth. With chain harvest ability. Columbus wants to wait until they have Fist of Fury, until they have some cooldowns to really put some pressure into Chicago and get cooldowns one by one. Outside of that, doesn't really want to engage with the Shaman at all. Tiger's Fury just to get away, just waiting. AFK and recovering a little bit of health. Chicago charging out while in Ghost Wolf. And eventually should be able to catch up. Root by Columbus doesn't BDB. Lexi going to be mini tricking for Chicago with a wall. As Columbus goes in for that karma, Chicago needs a bit of maelstrom, chain harvest to heal Chicago, but also burns right through that karma. Stun onto Columbus. Maybe Chicago could do something off of this. Columbus kind of healthy. Chicago's super low on health. Maybe could go for Ghost Wolves. Needs maelstrom, plenty of mana. As long as they have the maelstrom, they can heal themselves. There goes the healing. And Columbus completely out of energy for the time being. But Nelson just used cooldowns, sitting while defenses are up as soon as 4 brews over. Rolled up out of there. With the flash scarf to recover, maybe Chicago gets an interrupt last second, doesn't even go for it. Just lets it happen. Quick word by Columbus, again, just looking to just kite Chicago as best as they can. Flash scarf though, feeling a little more confident while the shield is holding. And Chicago taking a bit of damn. Lockdown into Fist of Fury could be pretty bad for Chicago. Sunder to break apart the Fist. Big spin for Columbus as they go for a diffuse magic. That's going to reduce a lot of that magic damage. Chicago Chain Harvest still allows quite a bit of healing. And Columbus backs up out of there for a sec. Again, the hit and run strat. Chicago is having to play into it as best as they can. They're just basically the only time they can interact with Columbus is whenever this monk has damage. As the monk is cooking up another Zuen, gonna be a stun torm next to the monk. It's gonna get stunned up as Zuen joins in. Chicago able to disrupt the opener, able to at least generate a bit of maelstrom, expecting a big BDB burst. That's gonna be Alexu, potentially big damage to Chicago. Could be big trouble. Trying to go for my healing wall, but a touch of death that was saved. Saved the touch of death as Chicago popped the wall and started healing themselves. Columbus saw that the healing was gonna be huge. Touch of death just to eliminate him. With Envy up next, an assassination rogue. Open it up with a Garrod ambush into Columbus. Let's try to get the spikes in. So far, Columbus has been just tearing through a team. Going to be getting shot to follow. It's going to be quite a bit of bleeds on Columbus. As no Vendetta used by Envy just yet. Just goes for a feign death with a karma. As he's trying to cloak of shadows and burn through a karma. Columbus does have good karma. Getting him back up to full. So he's not playing Ring of Peace. Evasion for the rogue and Columbus backs up out of there. This is where Envy might need to set up a big kidney shot with a Vendetta onto Columbus before that trigger comes back in 6 seconds. Envy getting hit with an incap. Columbus is trying to see if he can buy himself some time until he gets some cooldowns. Diffuse magic is going to help against the poison damage here, as well as in venoms. Karma in just a little bit. Hopefully should be helpful too. Cheap shot by Envy with a Garrod. Looking to get the bleeds up onto Columbus. Let's go for a Vendetta. Looks like he's just trying to build the calm points. Columbus is getting blood up. Quick flash gun by the rogue. The monk wanted to kind of start walking in the direction, but he just let it happen. He needs to recover. He needs to wait and buy time for cooldowns. That's going to be an interrupt to Columbus. Does get a full flesh scuffed off though. So Envy could be in trouble here. Next could be pretty bad. Does have a trigger for a BDB. Envy could vanish out of this if he wanted to. Columbus trying to get some damage in with that BDB. Is getting quite a few hits. Kidney shot, Vendetta, trinket for Columbus. Does not have a karma for a bit. Could go for diffuse magic. Should go for diffuse magic. Getting some counter pressure with the images. Looking to kick down the rogue. The rogue has a blind vanish and everything. Does he just go? He just keeps burning. He just keeps stabbing at the monk until he takes him out. Trying to rip right through the monk. It does take him down. With Snoo coming out. A little bit of a different name. Shu and Snoo. But he's going to be up next. Envy does hold on to a vanish. Maybe potentially shot him out. Potentially a blind. Definitely blind, definitely vanished, potentially shot him out. Not sure if they got to use it yet or not. Snoo just unable to get that opener. It is a Necrolord Demon Hunter. They are tanky. Immediately trinketing out of the cheap shot. Quick blind into a blind Demon Hunter. Like, when demon hunters get blinded by a rogue, do they just like pretend like, oh no, I can't see it, wait, that's basically my life? Like, do they just like pretend to waddle around like, oh no, I am definitely blinded? Because I'm literally blind to begin with. Snoo unleashing a pressure onto Envy. I don't know if this rogue survives this. Barely gets a health increase. He does go for a Warlock Hellstone, I think, with a bit of I think it was a Battle Master trick. It has a kidney shot ready for Snoo. Has an evasion afterwards. As long as Snoo does not have a stun, which is magical, you can't dodge that one. Envy just trying to hit him with the slows and let the dodge do work. He just tried to kite him out. Wait, Snoo could be in trouble. Oh no. Snoo trying to get an angle. He needs that stun. He has a full bar of fury. He's ready to go. Stun into Envy. No check it out for it. Big IB and potentially big damage. It's going to be demon spawning in. Eliminating the demon. Taking him out with Reverence, the last one holding on for the team too. Just trying to see if they might be able to hold off for the team. That's going to be big Cannonball getting set up as Snoo. Walking towards the Succubus. That's going to be a stun to follow with yet another Cannonball. Snoo with another fear. But the Decimated Ball setting up a Reverence. Potentially big damage with an Immolate. As Reverence gets interrupted with a stun. I think it might have been a short stun and tricking it out of it. Trying not to get interrupted by Snoo. That's going to be the demon spawning in. Snoo will be able to kill the demon to heal himself. Bonzo fell into Demon Hunter. But he is not going anywhere. He keeps Reverence in place. Reverence needs to pour it out of there or something. It is going to pour it out of there. Snoo with the flesh cut, but cancels it. I'm not sure why. Because Reverence can't interrupt it. Wait, and that's going to be Infernal dropping it on his head with Incinerate trying to set up for Reverence. Potentially big damage. Darkness. Is that going to be enough to keep him alive? I'm just trying to see if he can survive Reverence with a Succubus walking him in the direction. But Snoo is Snoo's trying to fight through the Succubus's magics. Trying to fight through the Succubus's ways, but unable to resist. Reverence cooking up a big cannonball. Snoo dies behind the pillar. Charges out to see if a stun to follow. Reverence could be in big trouble. Imprisoned for a second. Does Snoo have enough to survive this? But potentially, it's going to be both a super low. Snoo with no health whatsoever. Disengaging in. Stunning on Reverence. Full rush through. Oh my goodness. My god, this Demon Hunter lived. Hey, pretty good. With Coley going for 3 kills. Demon Hunter finish it off for that team. Envy making sure to take the monk and gut him out of the arena. That's a good first duel of the day, boys. Let's get these boys in here again. Yeah, they gotta give it another go. Let's get it in here again, boys. Dan, oh my man. Yo, let's go, bud. Let's go. My man, let's go again. Mikey Weston got 5. Chicago, please tell me you got a 5 man still. Please tell me nobody left. They need a rematch, man. They need to go again. They can't just go down and be like, yo, I guess you can't let that monk pound you all into the ground. You gotta get back in there. Slam that man. DK dip. I don't blame him. It's okay, I don't blame him. But yo, we just need to replace one. You gotta get back in there. You can't, when you get slammed down, you gotta get back up in there, punch him harder. You gotta do what that rogue did. Just cut the monk. Look it up who to whisper. 5 though, kick W. Ali or Horde? We got 2 groups. Chicago on Ali and Wolfie X on Horde. 4? Yo, Mikey got a +1. Horde team got +1, Dan, if you want to join in. Can you do PvP potential strongest double Lego build? Can you do a PvP potential strongest double legendary build? Like for each class, which class are gonna for PvP, like which classes are likely to play the double Legos for 9-2, like one season starts? Which classes are looking like they'll have strongest Lego, maybe? I can do that. I can do that, Timmy. Yo, let me know. Hit me up on Discord. Exactly like when you. For sure. Wait, no, I got a 5 for sure. Wait, or maybe not. Wait, no, I got 5. Is that Chicago like for sure? But you got 4 and you're like, I still just want to play. Is that what's going on? What the? What is that name? Bro, who is this hunter's name? What the? How does Blizzard let you keep that name? I am impressed. I am impressed. What a name. My goodness. Hello, Dad. What's up? All right, my guy. Hope you're having a good one. Made a group on Alley. What's up, Vortex? How you doing, my man? Yo, we got Fadeaway X. We got the Warlocks and Rogues that are looking to tear up Team 1, man. They're looking to bring in some damage. Also, Pace never got to play last game. Wolfie never got to play. Yo, we guys got to figure out how to get Colimaz out of there. Get him out of here. Eliminate him. You got to find a way to break him so you can fight the rest of that team. A lot of videos regarding double legs and confusion towards PvP or PvP. I can do it, teammates. Some of the likely best combos for double Legos in PvP. I can do that. I can do that. Can you message me on Discord? I'm really bad at remembering stuff. That's the only reason why. Just so I remember for later. So Twitch. Snoo gonna be first up over on the team 1, looking for the rogue, scouting, fade away. Joining the team 2. It's gonna get found out, but opening up with a feint immediately. Actually, not even feint. Trinket out of fade away. He's feeling some pressure. Stomped by Snoo. Wait a second. Does this rogue go down? Oh, as he vanishes in, Snoo's already blade dancing on the man's corpse. Didn't even give him a chance. Diabolical is going to be up next. Going to be a stun as he going in for the demonology. Going to be the Tyrant joining in with a fear onto Snoo. And go down the Tyrant. Hopefully should start attacking. Decimator Bull going to set up. Hopefully the Tyrant starts fighting. There goes the Tyrant blasting out. Snoo better have a stun for all these pets. Going to be a Mortal Coil out in the open. Could be a lot of burst pressure. The demon spawning in. He needs to slay the demon. Oh, Diabolical just did him so dirty. Oh my goodness. This man is literally diabolical. But now the real competitor comes in. Snoo was there just to soften the boys up. But Kalimaz is back in. Diabolical's with a wall. Could go for the gateway. He's playing Demonology. This is going to be a much... Oh my god, Kalimaz with the dam. I was going to say, Diabolical is a much better spec for 1v1s. As Demonology is incredibly good for the 1v1 situations. But damn, Kalimaz. The other day, EU boys were... I think Diabolical might go down, actually. Barely in health. Suen chasing after him. No, Suen. Oh, no, Suen. Chicago going up next. Yo, the EU boys yesterday were like, dude, I think monks are dead in the water. BDB got nerfed. Monks don't have any damage. I don't know if that's true. Watching Kalimaz play, this man, I feel like doing just fine with that BDB. He's doing quite a bit of damage. Even if he can't crit anymore, it does 5% more damage at the cost of it can't crit anymore. But if that thing crit, that would have been a guarantee, just one shot. I think that's how Blizzard's like, you know what? We will make it non-crit. Everybody's like, Monk is ruined. Monks are like, so I could put him from like 100 to 0 to 100 to 5%. You know, now they don't completely die. They're just left with 5%, just enough for me to touch to death them. At least it gives them like a global of breathing space, you know what I mean? This is gonna be Chicago trying to see if they can catch up to Kalimaz. And looks like the alien blast damage. Kalimaz is just not doing as not playing it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no! Chicago's lagging. No, Kalimaz, stop! They're lagging. Kalimaz, please. They're lagging. No. Chicago's lagging really badly. Wait, did Chicago back? Oh no. Oh no, Chicago lagged really, really bad. I don't know if they're lagging. I don't know how bad it is. I don't know if they're continuing to experience lag. Kalimaz could still be in trouble somehow though. Karma coming back in 15 seconds. Wait, does Kalimaz dash to Ghost Wars? Wait a second. What the? Flush crafting. Interrupt. Oh, Chicago lagged. Oh, she's teabag. Oh, I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad at the teabag. Chicago literally lagged. And Kalimaz continued to punch him, which is unfortunate. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you lag and the duel's got to continue. Most of the times, the boys back up, give them a second to come back to the game, and then get back in there. Chicago straight up lag, couldn't play the game. The monk didn't really look like he let off pressure. Chicago came back, slams it down either way. I can't even... I know the teabag and you guys are like, wow, that's so toxic. But you know what? In Chicago's case, I can't really blame him. I can't really blame him because so many of you guys actually, like, when I see somebody lagging, you guys back up. It's actually more rare to see someone continue killing them. It's more common in these duels to see somebody just back up, give them a second. Too many of you guys are honorable. And Chicago got in some teabags in. There's your toxicity for the entire month. Now you can go back to being the nice Chicago. Actually, what if Chicago just what if all of you guys are toxic outside of these duels? Because so many of you guys are nice while in duels. Big kid shot, cheap shot by the road. Chicago getting a bit of healing. Are they lagging as well? Blind? Not sure if they're lagging or not. Looks like pace kind of backed up. You get Chicago with a blind. Like, if Chicago is lagging and they can't play, there's not much we can really do. But I guess pace going through like a blind sap. I mean, it's giving Chicago like an opportunity to come back, right? Is Chicago back? Potential. I'm not sure, but the duel's got to go on, right? Maybe Chicago lives this? Wait, lived it, surviving, back in the game. Wait, they're fine. There we go. And Pace looking like he's going back up, trying to get a juke in Chicago. Oh, Ellie Blast still gets the dunk in there, Chicago. Knew what's going to happen. Then you're like, I'm going to run out. Are you going to port? Yeah. Yeet it right behind me and just going to slam the rogue either way. My goodness, that 360 no-scope was amazing. Rogue is still in combat, unable to reset in that smoke bomb. Chicago just in an angle to get a flame shock on him and is able to rotate flame shocks and frost shocks all at once. Beast get himself a sippy cup from the Kyrian friend. Gonna be a shadow step towards Chicago, trying to go for some damage. Chicago without a chicken for a while. Does have a wall, could maybe chicken in the last second. Wall potentially. Cheap shot. Do they need to? Wall could be used here. Does give himself a heal. Beast definitely gonna go for a reset. Oh, does not get juked this time around. Chicago blasted with the LD blast as Pace goes under the bridge. Quick to summon Chicago. Chicago is unable to generate Maelstrom for a while, but Ghost should be joining them. Plenty of Maelstrom from that regard. Pace does get himself quite a lot of healing though, and Chicago's looking to beat that boy with like a bongo drum with big storm strike. Chicago might be in big trouble. Potentially needs to wall this. Maybe trick it wall. Trick it wall. Trick it heal instead. Might be trick it wall for later. Actually, no trick it anymore. Just maybe wall later. Base trying to see if he can get himself a reset. Somehow they're still able to hit each other through the wall. I really feel like Blizzard should fix that in the future. It's kind of cheese. I feel like melee shouldn't be able to hit each other through a wall like that. Wait, has that always been a thing, or has that just been like a thing since like BFA? We can hit each other through that short of a wall. Has that always been a thing? Or am I wrong on that one? Or maybe I'm wrong on that. Kid shot at Chicago as Space trying to make some damage. Could maybe go with a Shadow Blaze. Does he enable him? Looks like Chicago is going to be able to live this burst plenty since Space did not commit the biggest burst in there. Chicago with a chain harvest, almost like flipping the health bars of each other. Pace with an evasion, but the Ghost Wolves are still on him. Frost Shocks and Flame Shocks are taking down. Chicago just needs a couple of more Maelstrom just to get more zaps in. More LD Blast. Pace super low. Vanishing from sight. Chicago could potentially go pick up the eyes. And Pace looking to just get out of there scot-free as best as he can. This Rogue is under quite a bit of pressure, doing a pretty good job surviving Chicago. Any one of these LD Blast or Chain Harvest could be the end of him. And Pace does land a quick sap onto Chicago. Has Mark for Death ready in case Chicago chases. So you can land a kidney shot and go for reset. But also, you can pop Mark for Death, put it on cooldown so you can have it back later. Get himself full Slice and Dice. And Slice and Dice actually gives him, with a conduit, health over time. So that's why he did it. Using those calm points. Nerf Shamans. Yo, that 2 episode heal? Yo, that heal was a ton. Chicago does have a Warlock Healthstone though, so they do have Warlocks on the team. And Warlock Healthstones are allowed to be shared in the 5V5 1v1 duels. Should I go back to going over the rules for 5V5 1v1 boys, by the way? Should I go back to going over the rules like Warlock Healthstones are okay? Certain classes keep you buffs to yourselves. Because remember, you still Red Paladins to keep you buffs to yourselves. Because they had like 2 buffs they could provide. Like an Absorb Shield buff. And I think it was a Mana buff. They would usually put on themselves, but they could also put on allies, which would be kind of a buff. Get a shot on Chicago. Trinkets at the last second with a wall. Is going to go for the Thunder Charge to get some cooldown reduction on abilities. That's going to be Ghost Wolves joining in too. Blind as Pace is looking for that reset. Ghost Wolves are not going to give him that clean reset. The Wolves actually back up. I'm not sure why, but they do back up. Slow totem around the corner. Pace try to go. Does get himself a reset for a second. Chain Harvest for Chicago. Does recover all that health. Man, that's good. Pace getting blasted by LD Blast, getting shot in Chicago. They're just looking for the reset. This Rogue is slippery. Walking through the Tremor Totem, or the Grounding Totem, so the Earthbind Totem. I got named wrong totem left and right. But he does walk by the Slow Totem. It isn't enough to get him completely slowed out of the game. Pace looking to get himself an opener in Chicago. Chicago with a Thunder Charge going for cooldown reduction. Thunder Charge, I believe it's Thunder Charge. Seaver, correct me if I'm wrong, but a Thunder Charge, I believe is... I think that's the name, but the PvP term I'm talking about is give Shamans like cooldown reduction on a lot of their abilities. They power themselves in like for like 15 seconds to get like 30% faster cooldown reduction, which lets him get defensive or offensive back quicker. Pace looking to get kidney shot opener on Chicago. Chicago does go for a heal. Cloaker shot is for the Rogue so he doesn't get stunned. Chicago under a lot of pressure. There's going to be a big Korean burst. No Shadow Blades. Cheap shot. Chicago with a Battle Master getting in between of it. Does go for a bit of a heal. Rogue could go for evasion here just to deny any damage to Chicago. He goes for that shift slow. Chicago has to go for the reset. Seaver does confirm it is Thunder Charge. I'm gonna have to remember it because I see Shamans use it all the time, but I just never really knew the name of it. Pace getting constantly slowed. Big Chain Harvest for Chicago as they get hit with the disarm. Ghost was no longer present. And Chicago is kind of limited on how they can generate Maelstrom. Their specialists, they get in lockdown. Kidney shot needs to wall in between of these stunts as soon as possible. Needs to get a heal. The Rogue could potentially have it. Big heal for Chicago. Wall right now is going to be maybe enough for Chicago to stay alive here. Pace trying to see if he can get away from Chicago. There needs to be a slow on the Pace as soon as possible. Chicago does hit him with a slow totem. Trying to hit him with a Frost Shock as well. Ghost Wolves joining in. The Rogue with an evasion. Chicago still can generate Maelstrom from those Ghost Wolves. and it's getting a lot of self-heals out of it. Slow onto the rogue, kidney shot. The ghost will shoot, keep some pressure on the rogue, maybe keep it in combat. Chicago potentially could get out of the kidney shot, still is in combat next to the wolves. And if they catch up to the rogue, hit him with a flame shock or a frost shock around the corner, the rogue waited. The rogue waited, seeing that Chicago was going under the bridge. It was gonna dip otherwise. And Hunters of Mark for that steal already. 10 minutes, yo, this rogue has been surviving for a while. The CC chains of this rogue and the escapes are actually quite good. As Pace looking to see, watching Chicago picking up the ice. He knows he needs to do something. Sunder with a stun into the rogue. Does have a tricky footed. Get a shot on Chicago. That's going to be tricking him back for Chicago as well. Does not have a wall for a while. Does have Ghost coming back very, very soon. Needs to go for a self-kill as soon as possible. Blind. Wait, does Pace have it? I think Pace has it. Like, if he got himself full clean sap reset, it's over. I don't know how Chicago survives it unless Chicago randomly just gets a heal. If the rogue makes a mistake here, I don't think there's a way to lose. Unless, and Reverence is ready. Reverence is like, yo, what's happening? He saps him. What the? Why would he sap him? Maybe just to make sure. He probably shouldn't sap Reverence. I don't think Reverence was gonna cheese ya. Yeah, I don't think Reverence was trying to cheese ya. Reverence was just watching. I think he was trying to get a better angle. I don't think he was gonna hit you immediately. But I see the rogue sapping him. I like that. I like that. Almost give Chicago a way out because Chicago got a global to at least heal. Z rogues, nerf shamans. I like how one person in chat is like nerf shamans, and the other is like rogues are boring. I don't think it all depends on what class you play, dude. You're always gonna have one preference or the other of the different classes that we play. Get a shot onto Reverence, taking a lot of damage. Gonna be that succubus CC. Like so, just looking, leveling at it from afar. That's gonna be slow by Reverence. Is it playing Affliction? Oh, drain for Reverence. I was looking for a little bit of health back. Pace is going to have dots rolling on him. Can't clock shadows for those if he wants to. A Reverence needs to get the succubus over there with Pace. The succubus pops slows on Pace. It is going to slow him down. Keeping the succubus over here, maybe another seduce. As the rogue goes for another opener, potentially going to be a mortal coil with a trinket for Reverence. Trying to get a fear onto Pace. He's going to need to get some dots back on him. With the UA and everything, potentially could be a cloak of shadows on a Pace. Does cloak it, and the succubus could reconnect if they go around the corner. Potentially, there's a succubus not letting you go anywhere. Trying to cloak of shadows by dots. I'm gonna set the succubus in. So the succubus at least is gonna keep you in combat, and the succubus, as the pop slows into Pace, that will do more damage to Pace, eventually up to 10% as it keeps slowing him. Reverence getting kidney shotted on. Big Kyrian burst out of Pace with a succubus seducing him, but the trinket comes out. It's gonna be Pace under a lot of pressure with the wall. A dark pact if they need to. They might need to use the dark pact. Gonna be a health increase with a health stone. With the UAs and full dots are gonna set up. Normal cloak for the rogue. Blind onto Reverence does not have a trinket though. The succubus needs to get a good angle to get a seduce on him. And the succubus is chasing. The rogue is still dotted. Sap. And the succubus has an angle. It has an angle. If he was to open up onto Reverence, should be able to seduce him. Potentially. Needs to stop the burst opener. The succubus standing still. Cheap shot into Reverence. Maybe the seduce is not available. Mortal coil getting sent in. That's where Reverence needs to get all the dots. Dark glare, everything. Still under a ton of pressure. Seduce for a second. Does that remove dots anymore? I don't think Seduce removes dots anymore. I think it's like a fear. Portal for Reverence. Trying to get more dots at a pace. Reverence is so low on health. Trying to survive this as best as they can. Needs to send the succubus over there. Does not have any heals. Needs a mortal coil or something. Definitely needs the succubus to disrupt the rogue says go. Reverence is a couple of eviscerates away. It's going to empower all those dots. Smoke bomb as a Pace. Trying to get close enough to Shadow Step. It's going to get that Shadow Step. Kidney shot. Does the succubus do enough? Trinket for Reverence. Cheap shot for the rogue again. Does Reverence have anything? Big port. Do they have a mortal coil? Anything? Drain life is letting him heal a little bit. Mortal coil potentially. Pace is just out in the open. So is the Warlock. Trying to see if he can soul sheep away. Barely any health. Succubus seducing him for a second. Reverence potentially trying to get some dots in. Maybe mortal coil with it, all of it. Just try to be careful. Mortal coil is up. Needs to go for all the dots. Full dots. Everything now. Everything unless you die. Everything or you die. Dark glare. Everything. Extend your dot space. Just try to live this as best as he can. Try to live the best life he can. Oh my god, he's actually healing a lot. What's this man healing from? From stealth? How? He got fully rotted. Reverence is trying to recover. My goodness, this rogue is just not giving up. What the? Trying to get a kidney shot. Big carry in there. Succubus is like, yo, come over here. Hang out with me. Just look at him. Look at Reverence. Just look at it. Just standing here? Okay, now you can play. Gonna be port for Reverence. Drain life, trying to drain as much as they can. Cloak of Shadows out of the rogue. Trying to use the mobility of that port just to escape him. This is why I feel like they should have went. Reverence definitely should have went for Dark Glare, full dots, let the rogue melt. I know that they didn't want to because like I don't think I need it. But this rogue is just making it work for you. Kidney shot, cheap shot to Reverence. Doesn't have anything at all. Similar on health wall, potentially enough to survive. No, pace. Didn't get to play last game at all. Now he's got a chance. Man, that is just crazy. That is crazy. Logged in Dark Soul there. It was like over. Yeah, I think this is where, like, in hindsight, we're like, man, if only they just popped the cooldown then. But in the moment when you're the one playing the class, when you're playing in that duel, there's no way. Like, there's no way you know what's going to be the best for you. It's only in hindsight when we get to see it from third-person perspective when watching cooldowns. So definitely don't hold nothing against Ravens. They did a hell of a job against this rogue. This rogue just came in prepared and was playing a hell of a game himself, to be honest. Envy loading pace, full of dots. It's gonna be a blind on Envy. Do they go for trick? They don't have one, but the full dots are in pace with a vendetta. Try to get himself a heal. Sit pick up potentially from the Kyrian, potentially to remove all the dots. Pace also does have a big healy build. I wonder what kind of a build they run. I don't think they're Mechanicus. I think they may be Clea for more healing. Because they healed a lot when those dots were on them. They healed a ton. Gonna be Envy, try to see if he can catch Pace, but looks like Pace does escape. And Envy might just have to pick up eyes to look for him. Pace and stealth at low health. This is where Envy could potentially... And Envy committed a whole vendetta to the guy and everything. I think he should pick up the eyes and find Pace as soon as possible. Get him dotted. That's a hard one, though. That is a hard duel. Either way, 16 minutes into this arena, 67% dampener again, healing a lot, especially with the rest of the boys over on the team too. Pace is out of stealth, picked up the eyes, is looking for Envy, trying to see if he can get the opener on him first, frantically trying to spy for him. Marfredeth is there on both of them, getting the shot with a shadowy duel up, and Envy is going to take the full damage against his Pace is going for the full burst. Cheap shot, I think it might be over. Oh, Pace does end up taking them all out of this place. With 3 kills, hey, that's not bad at all. Diabolicals, by the way, absolutely blasted the Demon Hunter at the start. And the Monk also, the Chicago slammed the Monk, even though Chicago was lagging. It doesn't even teabag it. It was a bit of BM too. But I like it. Let's get these boys back in here, yeah? Let's go, boys. That's a close. I had to close the stream on my laptop. That's all good, Chicago. Don't you worry. It's all good. Yeah, all good. All good. All good. All good. All good. All good. You're 5, fam. That was a hell of a game. I am surprised. I actually was almost expecting for that Monk. I didn't care if they'll fix it though. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, after the duels, it might be after the duel is over. I would just do a quick Windows update or update all your add-ons, weak auras, or anything you run. Because a lot of that stuff is going to be going through like turbulence while we're waiting for the patch. And Spuda? Thanks. With the best or worst, or just like to have strong damage utility? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I appreciate Spuda. I appreciate it, my guy. That's very kind of you. No group Sag? Yeah, I think the group's are ready. Chicago, let me know when you're ready. Mikey is ready to go. He's ready to get back in there. Everybody has something to catch you installed, and the problem you can't manage the 100%. Yeah, it is pretty rough, isn't it? Warlock heals more than a Warlock dots is not right. Yeah, I do wonder what kind of a setup Rogue was running. I think he might have been running Clay. Dude, my man. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. How you doing? That Rogue is nuts. You gotta give him credit. You know, as much as people hate Rogue sometimes, you gotta give that man credit. He definitely played his heart out. You know, he put everything that he had on that dueling arena. He threw everything he's got into that Warlock and into everybody else, man. He threw everything he could bring. He did well. You gotta give him credit. He did well. He did really well. Both him and Reverence played extremely well. Like, they both played as best as they could, man. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like one crit can make a difference. One ability not proccing, right? It's over. It's all so easy for us in hindsight to be like, oh, maybe they did X or maybe they did Y. But like, when you're in the moment, there's no way to know. There's just absolutely no way to know. Just been my horde. What about you, my guy? Yo, hosting some 5v5 duels, you know what I mean? Hey, doing regular. You just missed, dude. I don't know if you saw it, but Chicago was like, it was lagging a little bit, and then Kolimaz Monk was just kept beating into them, and then Chicago turned it around so damn hard. We have a Demon Hunter and a Warlock clash together. The Rogue just outlived everybody. It was a hell of a duel. Hell of a duel. Alrighty, gang. Switch. We got some mix-up over in Team 2. We got Seavar joining in as Arcane. I like that mount, by the way. Diabolical. Is it going to be first up? Fadeaway in the back. This is another go. Looks like Fadeaway is going to be the first one in. Piety as an arms warrior charging out with Chicago in the back. We got ourselves Wolfie finally getting a chance to play over for the Team 1. With Fadeaway looking to land a sab, definitely getting the opener. Cheap shot is his choice of opener with a mark for death. Eviscerate, just going for as much damage as possible. Kind of mix and matching those cheap shots in between. Wolfie isn't works, he's not going to sit stuns long at all. Fadeaway even taking the second, just take down the totem. Earth Elemental joining in. Wolfie should be able to get enough Maelstrom in order to get plenty of self heals rolling. Ghost was joining in. That's going to help it. Wolfie swapping to a Lightning Shield instead of an Earth Shield. Wolfie going for a Sunder. Fadeaway trinketing out. And might get a reset. There goes the Vanish, potentially shot him out. Do they have it? Does get himself a sippy cup. And Wolfie in that ghost move, just to make sure he doesn't get slowed down. Fadeaway, building combo points, disarm onto Wolfie. No way for him to generate Maelstrom. Big chain harvest, but he doesn't do nearly the same damage as we just saw in the last duel. Unless Fadeaway just had a massive heal rolling as he got hit, which potentially possible. Wolfie trinket out of the blind. Fadeaway with a cloak of shadows. He got nothing real life to keep him alive here. Lightning bolts do get absorbed in the light in the cloak of shadows, and it looked like Fadeaway was lagging maybe a little. He was having a bit of a slidey action to him, maybe a bit of it. Didn't realize his group's like 80% glads. Yeah, Dad. A lot of these boys, they've been PvP, man. I think that's what's fun about the duels though, is you get a lot of dudes that are like, you get some really experienced WoW PvPers in here, but also you get players that don't really PvP that much. But it's a perfect situation, perfect environment to learn what the other class does, to challenge yourself, to see how well can you do against what different classes do. Because that's how you used to learn what a class did. That's how you used to get better at PvP. You would duel against that class to find out a way how you can beat that class, to find out their tricks, what their playstyle is, you know, what the gameplay that you have to, how you have to adjust yourself, practice. And the duels is a perfect environment. You get a bunch of different people with different skill levels. Perfect opportunity too, because you learn a lot more when you get beaten rather than when you beat somebody. And who else is better to beat you than one big glad boy? Get Chicago with the Ghost Wolf as they get it blasted by the wind strikes from Wolfie. And Wolfie using a lot of that Maelstrom to get himself a heal, but the LD blast has his health behind quite a bit. Chicago with more Ghost Wolves joining in, or Ghost Raptors rather, Sunder by Wolfie. No Stone Totem to follow this time around. Chicago with a Thunder Charge to get cooldown reduction. I wonder if Wolfie is also running Thunder Charge in order to get cooldown reduction. Wait, Chicago going for Chain Lightning? Wait, I don't think it's actual Chain Lightning. Is it? Or maybe actually Chain Lightning just to get more Crash Lightning resets from a Maelstrom? Maybe, potentially. I think I still want to lie about that guy, but maybe not. Wolfie, again, just getting attacked by all these pets. Stun onto Chicago does interrupt the pets and the Earth Elemental, and Wolfie needs to use the mana and the Maelstrom they cooked up so far, everything they baked up so far, just to survive it. Big LA Blast sits behind, huge heal for Wolfie though, gets a massive crit. But he's kind of low on mana, looking to tuck tail and run in that Ghost Wolf, looking for that reset. Chicago chasing after them, does burn whatever Maelstrom they had over for a heal just to get topped off. Wolfie trying to be conservative with her mana. I believe that was, whose Chain Harvest was that? Was that Chicago Chain Harvest or was that Wolfie's? I'm not even sure anymore, because both of them are Venthier. Stun by Chicago, Ghost Wolves are up. Wolfie choosing to trinket out of the stun as they're feeling the pressure. He's going to wall this damage off and is going to hopefully not let him fall behind. At this point, I don't think you can really, unless you just have random damage to turn around with Chicago, I think at this point you're just trying not to fall behind. Chicago walling off before the big Chain Harvest. I think that was Wolfie's this time. So Chicago pre-walled that damage really. It's going to be end up very helpful for him. Wolfie under quite a bit of pressure. Do they have anything left? That is going to be a big Maelstrom to heal Stone of Chicago as they get it blasted and still continue to heal. Wolfie has plenty of mana for now. Ghost is joining in, so it's really going to strain him with that mana. Definitely going to have to use him to all that Maelstrom, all that mana to start healing. Try to stay in Ghost for any passive healing they can get. Sunder by Chicago as Wolfie was getting low. Shackles Malediction. Chicago can't really stop it, but he just tried to give the pressure to Wolfie, seeing that Necrotic stack up a little bit too high and looking to back up out of there. Wait now for the Necrotics to be gone. Still continuing to LD blast into Wolfie. Battle Master Trigger to give Chicago a little bit extra base health to work with. Sunder, big Chain Harvest on Wolfie. Could be in big trouble. Does have a sliver of mana coming back up. Doesn't have the Maelstrom though. Should have it from Ghost Wolves. Does get himself a big heal. Ascendance coming up very soon. Scoop potentially turn that Ascendance around if they can survive the onslaught by Chicago. Sliver of mana left, and looks like Chicago doesn't end up taking them down. All Chicago gotta do is do them enough damage before they get enough mana. And Calling Maz is gonna be up next. Chicago just got spent in a lot of their defenses and offenses. Sunder stun to Calling Maz. Big LE Blast getting set in. And the monk with the legs from Chicago with the trinket immediately does have a wall very, very soon. And it's going to run into the arena of their comrades. Throwing down a slow totem with the column just to escape with Fist of Fury. But it's just going to get put in such a bad spot. And it's going to get blasted with a touch of death. Looks like Diabolics is going to be next. Is it him? I don't know if Diabolics was supposed to be up next. I'm not sure if he was supposed to be our next one. Wait, is it Seawork? Is it Seawork or is it Diabolics? I think they're confused. I think they're trying to figure out who's going to be going next. And I think Seawork is like, yo, it's me that you're dueling. Diabolics needs to find a way to peel his pets off. He needs to find a way to peel the pet. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what, because I saw first like Diabolics is like questioning him. He threw his hands up in the air like, what's going on? And Colibas, I guess he was like, yo, that's the first guy starts casting at me. I'm gonna start beating him. I need to take the momentum with the monk damage onto the next guy. They were like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're dueling me. Now that they figured it out, hopefully Colibas got notes or feelings for the team too. Gonna be Seamark with a temporal blink. Did I just hear a gnome squeak? I think I just heard a gnome squeak. The female gnome's a little squeeze, and it was like squee. It's just so ear piercing. Is it just me? Karma onto Columns. So we're trying to see if we can burst the damage to Collie, but Collie just getting lots of healing with our Karma. Good Karma is doing good healing for them. But Seamark just trying to make sure he doesn't get interrupted or arcane. Actually, no interrupts for a second. All the time does give him a little bit extra health to work with. Try to keep the slows on Columns. In cap is gonna pincer him down in place. Columns has a way to reconnect with a jab. Seamark needs to be just make sure he's like 10 yards further than 10 yards away from Columns. Otherwise, the jab is always going to let him in position. Big blink for Seamark with the Door of Shadows, just really disconnected away from Columns, sending him with a slow as he got images rolling in. Gonna be a flash cut quick interrupt. Columns at least not going to be allowed to get any kind of resets on defenses, and Seamark trying to play an aggressive offensive build with only one shield. So I wonder what Lego he's playing for then. Is it Barrage Lego? Or maybe Execute Lego? Could be Execute Lego. It's just trying to see if he can avoid Columns completely. Just not letting him win or Columns really touch him. Trying to harass him with missiles from afar. Gonna be touching Magi. Missiles to follow. So we're trying to make some big damage happen. Columns does he have any defensive incap, but it breaks takes 2-1. Columns trying to see if he can cut to work out, but it's gonna be Nova. Interrupt onto the heal. Columns actually locked out on nature. Can't really do much. Mirrors the Torment to follow. Columns any damage to do any healing. He is actually going to do damage to you. Trying to reverse the damage potentially. Reverse magic very, very soon. Does he go for heals in the back? Eventually he's going to silence himself. Going to be knocked back by Seamark. Missiles to follow. Columns under pressure. There's no way. There's no way. I do wonder what Lego Seamark is running, but I don't want to give it away. You guys don't have to tell me. But Seamark is going to have to hold down the fort for the team too. I mean, he's still got Piety and Diabolicals, but Seamark needs to be the bulwark of whoever's going to be first up or next up. This is going to be the bulwark. We got Fug in here as well. We got ourselves Pace. We got ourselves Snoo. Looks like they're trying to figure out who's going to be first or next. So it looks like Fug on the marksman is going to be up next as a Necrolord. Seamark already sending out the orbs. Trying to see if he can snag him. Looks like as long as Fug can get around, he'll be in a good spot. And Seamark getting hit with the flare. I don't know if they were in Viz. Oh yeah, they were in Viz actually. Hunter's Mark and Fug should be able to get an opener. Binding shot at the start with a double tap. And that's going to be a big aim shot. Does Seamark find him? All the time is up really early, so Seamark will be able to recover a lot of the health. Rapid fire to follow. He does escape it. That's going to be a pretty big kill for Seamark just now. I believe maybe Warlock Hellstone. And Fug does need to get a better angle here. Missiles getting loaded up onto that pet. And Seamark, I think, is maybe fishing for a cooldown reduction. Arcana Sphere knocking down the pet, but the Hunter somehow dodges it. I'm surprised. As Seamark looks at the Door of Shadows, destroying him into Poly. Landing that opener. Touch of the Magi. That's going to be Mirza Torment as well. Fug going for the big scatter shot with a freezing trap on the Seamark. He still has a Touch of the Magi as well as Mirrors of Torment, and eventually those mirrors are going to root him. Seamark taking a lot of damage with it. It was the Death Chakra going to be Fug getting rooted for a second. Does go for a turtle to break out of it. And trying to drop down traps. I think it was a tar trap on the Seamark. He still needs to get those rapid fires around the corner to do some damage to Seamark, especially whenever his shield is down. Trying to see if he can binding shot him. Not gonna happen. Double tap is ready. Does have a full burst available. Does he get himself a rapid fire in there? Because he needs a rapid fire right now in order to get the most damage in. Does get the rapid fire. He's just gonna riddle into Seamark. Does go for an Invis to break apart the rapid fire quick flare to get him out of stealth. But Seamark is quite a bit under pressure. Still holds on to a nice block all the time, so it's gonna give him a lot of survivability. Knocking back the Hunter, who's gonna disengage back. More missiles getting set up. As Seamark, I think, building up for resources potentially. Maybe building up for damage. I still wonder what Lego this man is running. Maybe it's a big barrage Lego. I doubt it, but maybe. Gonna be Fug avoiding the Arcane Orb so far. Definitely needs more rapid fire. It's gonna be the Death Chakram ripping right through Seawork. Massive blink for Seawork, getting the hell out of dodge. And he's at least gonna be able to get himself a brand new shield just to absorb a lot of the Death Chakram damage. More missiles to follow. Maybe just trying to use missiles in order to get Arcane, Arcane power back. Maybe that's what he's trying to go for. Oh, blink while invis as he got hit with a concussive shot. And it's kind of whittling away on Fuckface over time. That is going to be Mirza Troman for Seawork. Is going to get a lot of resources from the pet. Trying to see if he can knock him with an Arcanosphere. So far, Arcane Orb or Arcanosphere has been dodged by Fug pretty well. Touch of Magic does hit him with the missiles to follow. So he's going to take a bit of the damage. Pulling the pet back so he doesn't give Seawork any procs from Mirza Troman. And Seawork does have some big cooldowns available very, very soon. Fug needs to make sure he gets some scatter with a potential freezing trap. Or just go in for full damage with a rapid fire while line aside of Seawork. As Seawork does have full cooldowns back. Does he have a touch of the Magi? Because he could make something happen. All the time is up in case he gets attacked. Could reverse back towards Fuckface. It's going to be missiles as he goes in for a feint death with a Kama. But I think the pet was the one getting attacked over Fug. It's actually just fine. Binding shot onto Seawork. Root onto the pet. Could potential ice block. Potentially might need to ice block this and get himself some recovery. Hitting that 11-minute mark with a 38% dampener, boys. Seawork looking to recover. Ball inside of the block of ice. Fug has himself cooldowns coming back with a True Shot Aura. Potential could go double tar trap actually. Arcanosphere is going to likely hit the Hunter with more barrages. Seawork is whittling away at him little by little. And eventually I think the Mage, if he keeps going at the track he's been going, he should eventually be able to whittle away the Hunter defensiveness. Gonna be the Blink with an ult time. Does get slapped, but he could just ult time back to full health. And get a different position. Going to be a Nova onto the Hunter. Does go for a Polynary. It's going to potentially be an interrupt. It's going to be a Poly onto a rapid fire. Touches the Magic out for Seawork. Does have himself the big go. Potentially big burst versus Fug. Is going to re-Poly Mirza Torment next. It's going to be Arcane Blast with a barrage to follow. The more damage Fug does to Seawork now, the Mirza Torment is going to proc, eventually rooting and silence him in place. Which I think silence is to do something against Hunters. I think it is to make it. Does silence still prevent Hunters from dropping down traps? Or am I wrong on that? Big root, big silence Fug. No, he can still trap while silence. I think at some point you could. Oh! What? Huh? How? Okay, so Fug was actually kind of okay on health. And just got snapped. What did Seawork just do to that man? I don't even know. He was okay and then just pop. What? I'm sorry, what? Snood charging in, leaping in on top of Seawork as the man goes in for images, I believe. Or at least try to get images rolling. Ultra time is up for Seawork, trying to get himself a shield. Gonna be the ultra time, almost stripped away. Seawork does use ultra time, potentially defensively, is gonna cancel it so he doesn't move back next to Snood. And Snood chasing after Seawork, trying to see if he can disengage over there. The fell rush as well as a disengage back. Wow, that was pretty good. One-shotted? Yeah, I just wonder exactly what Seawork did to him for like that. He went for like 40% health to 0. I just wonder what kind of a setup that was. Seawork under a ton of pressure though. Does himself prismatic barrier to give himself a little bit of healing back for a portion of the damage that he's taken since we are quite high in dampening. Gonna be Ivy for Snood. Does get disrupted. Mirrors the Torment on the Demon Hunter as he engages back to Seawork. Seawork just doesn't have a way to really deal with the damage of Snood. He does have mobility, can go for slows, but that's about all he can really do. That's about all he can really do right now is just try to slow him down as best as possible. Eventually Snood hits Seawork with a long stun from afar. Seawork is going to be able to get out of it. Does he go for like long blinks or something? Gotta be that pet joining in. There's no way. That pet, that demon explodes next to Seawork, taking him out. There's not much you can really do. That's a tough matchup. But that's just absolutely just a hard matchup. Piety with a big Warbreaker. Snood cannot go anywhere. He's just bound to the spear. The darkness isn't helping him. Feared by Piety. Just wants to execute. One execute goes into darkness. The other slams right in the back of that Demon Hunter with pace. Last one over Team 1. It's going to be getting open onto Piety. Piety only has a human racial. I think I already used human racial just to get away from pace. And it's going to be immediate disarm. Goes for a Sycarian Sipic Up. Needs to get some heals from pace. But he's playing Stormbolt, so he doesn't have a heal. Blade Storm with a parry. Oh, pace. Ignoring the Blaze Storm. The snacks are killing him either way. Diabolica's going to be up next. Demonology Warlock versus Sub-Rogue. 14 minutes of the duel. 58% dampener. I'm an execute barrage. It was 35. Seawork, you actually didn't have to tell us what Lego you were. You could have kept it a secret if you wanted to. But damn. That execute barrage. The basic against this Arcane Mage. Don't get low ever. Did not get low health at all. 35%. Was he really? So he can basically, as long as you get to 35% health, you're just done with full cooldowns. That is nuts. Kidney shot on the Diabolical as the Peg gets CC'd. Axe toss on the pace, but he chooses to trinket it. It's going to be rotating the stuns back to back. Diabolical chooses to trinket in the last second with a stun into pace. There's going to be a fear. Potentially could go for a Tyrant. It is going to be a shadowy duel, but the Tyrant still comes out. And does the Tyrant get damage? The main pet, the Felguard actually does damage. Hopefully the Tyrant will do damage. He's kind of just standing still. Tyrant wants to attack the Rogue, but he's like Smoke Bomb. I don't know what that is. Into an interrupt of Diabolical, kidney shot to space out of damage here. Diabolical doesn't have any more defensive at all. He needs something, anything right now. Maybe more ability just to put it out of the way. Gonna be a short stun onto pace. And Diabolical needs as much self-healing as possible. Pace going for the vanish. Diabolical, does he go picking up the eye or does he just reset? Maybe another flesh cut. He does have some Battle Master trick and trying to go for some food. And Pace is definitely gonna get the opener unless he's gonna sap him out. Wait until 40 yards. Maybe get a stun on sap onto the pet stun Diabolical. Getting a shot. Pet axe toss maybe? Diabolical could be in trouble. I think it's over. Yeah. Yeah, Pace took him out. Yeah, got him out of the game. Man, Seawork popped off from the Hunter and somebody else. I forget who. Was it the Hunter and someone else? It was somebody. Was it Wolfie? Oh, there was the Monk. The big execute. Man, I could purge the altar at once and you have something that stops that. Altar? Probably a bunch of buffs. Likely. Let's get another one going, boys. Let me know when teams are ready. Yo, I like these duels, dude. We got arcane mages with big executes. I honestly did not expect for the execute to be that big of a mage. Is it just me? 5 with Chicago and Mikey? Let's go. Rematch, boys. Let's get your boys in here. Let's hope we get a good arena. Yes, I guess if you just overlap a bunch of buffs, when you shrink shot, you only remove one of them. And at that point, you're like, which buff are you removing? I think there's a way for a caster, like a mage, to organize which, so like they can layer, like they can get altar time and then use another buff. And then when you shrink shot, like let's say the altar time and then right after the altar, they go for a prismatic or maybe they go for an intellect buff. I think it'll overlap it. So it's like you have the altar time and you'll put like the intellect buff for mages. And when you purge, you'll remove the intellect buff. And that's like the way you can overlap buffs to like secure, to make sure that if you do get purged, the main buff that you don't want to get purged. I don't know how that all functions. I don't know how that all works. I don't even know for sure if you could still layer buffs like that. But I remember mages and other casters used to layer buffs in such a way to make sure that you just have like, you know, layers to cover the main buff you don't want purged as best as you can. This is why Triple Shield Legendary is really good for mages, because I guess all those purges, you can like layer certain buffs to make sure you're all good. It takes an enemy a couple of globals to be able to get to the core buff that you want, whether it's combustion, whether it's icy veins from back in the day when that was purgeable. Which. Whoa, Kalimaz already charging in as Diabolical already having to go for a dark pact. It's gonna be a Mortal Coil as the Monk and Demon Hunter already unleashing the hell on one another. Gonna be Kalimaz trying to see if he can back up out of there. Diabolical looking to get himself with a decimating bolt in. Does he have another stun? Kalimaz back out in the open. That is gonna be a big damage on the Tyrant though. Is he careful? If he's not careful, big bitty bone to Diabolical as he goes in for a wall. Gonna be a karma for Corey. As he took a lot of damage from the Tyrant. Big whirling Dragon Punch. Diabolical might need some mobility or something to get out of there. He's got nothing. He's gonna go for a big old port. But the Monkey's gonna end up getting for the big old kick. With Seawork not letting him go anywhere immediately. Hit him with a barrage. What the? Fade away. What are you doing? Fade away, you goober. What is this man doing? He's just pouring out. Calling Maz looking for the reset behind the pillar. He does have Mirrors of Torment tormenting him. The Seawork does just play the Ventier, which actually works out really well. Not only does it give you a spell of another school completely shadow. So if the enemy interrupts you, let's say on your mirrors or door, you're like, you know what, I still got access to arcane spells, so I'm fine. Seawork trying to set himself in a position to make sure there's max range versus Kalimaz, using that altar time to his advantage, trying to see if he can blast through Kalimaz. Massive damage with those missiles. Kalimaz under ton of threat, ton of pressure. There's also going to be diffused magic, and that diffused magic barely kept him alive. That's going to be potentially big execute damage on Seawork. Kalimaz super low. Oh, big barrage, huge damage. Oh, that execute. Barrage is so strong. As soon as you get low, that's it, you're over. That man literally is like, yo, I am fine up until I get to 35%. Once I'm at 35% health, this is basically a ranged execute guy. My goodness. It looks like Fug is given an opportunity to at least get a little bit of a rematch with Seawork. Should be able to hit him with Hunter's Mark, right? Seawork going for that invis. Flare should get him out. Wait, I think he's still invis. Yeah, I think he's still invis. So Seawork can maybe wait until he picks up the eye. Is heading over towards the eye. Fug looking to get himself in a good position. He knows as soon as Seawork picks up. Oh, Seawork accidentally hit the wrong guy. I think he was trying to maybe hit it into that team, potentially thinking maybe the hunter is inside of that team, inside a camo. Sometimes stuff like that happens, but as long as Wolf is like, yo, doesn't feel offended from that, then he is good. As long as he doesn't take offense. Seawork actually just getting riddled with bullets, but the ultimate time is going to put him back to where he was as if it never happened. Dora Shadows to reposition, and it's going to be the mage trying to see if he can get a better angle on Fug. It's going to be the scatter shot, big damage on a Fug face. And Seawork looking for that full reset. Man, this man's name is funny, but it's also very, very, very unfortunate because every single time I say, if I say this full name, Fug Face, it's almost like I'm just dissing him. And I feel bad. That's why I'm just gonna call him Fug. And even then, you know, if I say something like, look at that Fug, it still sounds bad. Big damage on the Fug. It's gonna be big trouble. Big barrage to follow to see if we're coming up. Oh my goodness! This arcane mage just absolutely power grabbing over here. My god, this man's just tearing through these boys apart. With Wolfie looking to maybe get a better setup versus Seawork than the rest of that team. And this is a arcane mage versus an enhancement shaman. Probably one of the hardest matchup for a mage is a shaman. With all the purges, grounding totem, which Wolfie isn't running this time around, so I guess it's going to be one less thing for Seawork to worry about. But the range damage, look at that. And now he can go for wind strikes. So Seawork just has to avoid the shaman as best as he can, as humanly possible. Going to be the thunder out of Wolfie. As Seawork looking for the full reset. Door of Shadows doesn't get interrupted. Ghost Rules are joining in, trying to invis him. So Wolfie just burning through a lot of those offensives. And now maybe Seawork can get a setup. He just needs to make sure he doesn't get disrupted. Chain Harvest, again, just trying to fish without wind strike, wind shear. But as soon as while Seawork is just trying to juke and cast, Wolfie just doing so much damage to him. Seawork cannot fall behind. He cannot let himself fall behind the shaman at all. As Seawork going for a reset, Poly onto Wolfie. Mirrors determined to follow. He has mirrors, so eventually Wolfie is going to get silenced if he goes aggressive. Seawork trying to make some damage happen, trying not to get interrupted as best as possible. Wolfie with the wall. Eventually, Wolfie is going to get silenced and rooted out in the open, unless he trinkets it. You know, that could be an opportunity for Seawork to make something happen. Wolfie is going for as much self-healing as he can. Going to be that counter-strike totem for Wolfie. Did I see that right? Was that a counter-strike totem? So I guess it's the totem would zap Seawork back, kind of like a Thorns would, as long as there's line of sight of the totem. Seawork just trying to mess around with their FLE, build up a couple of missiles here and there. I think just trying to see if you can get procs of clear casting so you can get more missile procs. And those missiles can feed you towards a cooldown reduction for your arcane power, your big button cooldown. Seawork having to deal with the chains of malediction, waiting now for the necrotics to wear off. Barely a shield available, and Wolfie still goes to purge it either way. We're hitting that 5-minute mark. Gonna be that interrupt with Seawork as he goes for an invis. Potentially poly onto Wolfie. Maybe can make something happen here. No interrupt for a couple of seconds. Wolfie actually goes for a trick, and the Seawork just blasts out the totem. Another poly into Wolfie. Definitely has a totem, or definitely has a wind shear. And Seawork is still under pressure. He needs to find a way to recover. He needs to find a way to just bait Wolfie's interrupt and then go in for the most amount of burst, amount of damage. That's going to be Stone Totem, Sunder potentially. Lots of things could really put him in a bad spot. Has ultra time in case he wants to reposition. It looks like he's going to cancel it. Yeah, definitely going to cancel it. Try to sit down, get whatever food he can. Nova into Wolfie. The Wolves join in. Oh, man. For Seawork, this could be a rough match. But he's trying to play into the Immersive Torment, letting the Wolves attack him, letting the Mirror Proxy give him more missiles. And he's just looking for a setup. Poly onto Wolfie. Wolves attacking Chicago for a second. Gonna be Seawork trying to get interrupted. No interrupt for Wolfie, actually. Wait, could be huge for Seawork. Wolfie's super low in health. Potentially, Seawork could maybe make something happen. Big chain harvest for Wolfie. Getting a lot of health recovery. Seawork heading into his ultra time purge. Wolfie, super low in health, does get himself a massive heal. And Seawork trying to go for a barrage onto the totem of the shaman. I think it was a healing totem. We're just going to amp up the healing for healing surge for Wolfie. Definitely Seawork had himself a hell of a game here. You got to worry about the totem shaman dropping in. You got to worry about the sunders, the shears from the far. You got to worry about the range damage, the wolf damage. The Wolfie got Ascendant's back up, so that's going to surprise Seawork. There goes the poly. Seawork just trying to make sure to take down the totems, build up some resources, build up some damage. They're just trying to reposition. He needs to find himself yet another burst like that as soon as Wolfie makes a wrong interrupt. This is where Seawork unleashes all the burst. Get Wolfie low enough to get that execute bonus. Seavark does end up eliminating a stun totem. Again, try not to get interrupted by Wolfie. That was a Sunder. Nice dodge, but Seavark has an ult time so you can reposition, get him some mirror images up as well as a defensive. And those mirror images are also going to slow Wolfie down quite a bit. And Seavark trying to land a poly. No interrupt for Wolfie. Touch the magic. Does he just go in for the damage? I don't think he is. I don't think he can. Wolfie still has a trinket and everything. Mirrors the tournament, trinkets out of it. Going to be an interrupt under Arcane for Seavark. And Seavark, he can push in. He could potentially make something happen. That could be a silence as well as root onto Wolfie. He could put Wolfie behind. Wolfie just wants to wait out, play defensively versus the mirrors. And Seavark just trying to blast him out. There goes the Ascendance with the silence. The wind shears, though, still go through as the Storm Strikes are transformed into wind-empowered, Ascendance-empowered strikes from afar. Those are not spells. Those do not get silenced. And Wolfie just has to go for a bit of a reset himself, I guess. Wait, is he DC'd? Did Wolfie give up? Is he DC'd? Potentially? No, he's back. Okay, he's good. Is gonna blast it out though. Seavark trying to see if he can disengage over to him. Trying to blast him out. Get him low enough. Can he do a big barrage after this? Wolfie with the wall right now. Could be lots of damage. Big barrage in the end anyway. Seavark potentially could still keep his press low enough. Wolfie trying to drop down the counter-strike totem. Seavark is gonna have to take it out. The wolves are gonna generate a lot of maelstrom for Wolfie to heal. Nova onto the shaman. Waiting for the wolves to generate maelstrom. Gonna be Seavark trying to snap out the totems as best as he can. Wolfie recovering a lot of health there. Man, this is going to be a back and forth. The amount of healing shamans bring in, man. The amount of CC, utility, and self-healing and the range damage they bring in, it's just rough. It's just tough. And Seavark just trying to sit down and get us some food. I think Piety just going over to hang out with Seavark. Just to say hello, maybe say something to him. Maybe words of encouragement. Wait, did Wolfie leave? Wait, what? He's cowering. Did he give up? Did he surrender? Chat? Did something happen? There's a cowering. I think it's totally surrendered. Huh. He did? Oh, on Forge. So who's it next? Is it going to be Snoo or is it going to be Pace? So I guess one of them has to go then, yeah? If Wolfie gave up. Surrender on Forge. Unfortunate, boys. Well, I guess Seavark is going to have to go versus Pace. Super unfortunate. Not sure what happened. Potentially maybe a lag. Potentially other technical difficulties. But yeah, boy, Wolfie. Press the surrender button. Maybe he actually had to go. Maybe I had to leave. Or maybe he was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I don't want to chase after a mage so this much. So he just gave up. So I guess that technically goes to the Seavark, but because it could technically be a technical difficulty, not much we can do about it. Seavark does blink away from Pace though. Does Seavark play normal blink? It looks like he might be. Seavark trying to go for a polymorph onto the rogue. He's going to be able to get a touch of magic and set up. The rogue does not have a cloak of shadows anymore. Wait, Seavark could have the biggest damage possible. Pace, does he survive this burst? Oh, he's actually so low. Oh, Seavark blasting this boy out. Trying to get it slow into Snoo. Before he goes Snoo. I beam and he's gonna blink out of that. Is this mage playing normal blink? No, he's just hanging out by Wolfie. This man shivering. Somebody give this man a blanket, dude. I feel bad. Snoo is gonna have the demon spawning in. The demon, I think, for a second was attacking. Well, look at it. Or maybe it was attacking the Kevin. Wait, was the demon attacking Kevin? Does the demon attack Kevin Slime? Because I know he attacks the demon hunter, but would he attack Kevin? It looks like Snoo is hanging out with that demon. That demon could remove the polymorphs or some of the other CC off of Seavark. Potentially. With the poly over Seavark, does not have a good angle on Snoo, but at least he does go for a bit of heal just to give himself a reset. The Arcade Dream, what's up, dude? So, yeah, the Arcade Dream seems like it's real. Seavark trying to hold down the fort for the Our Boys Arcanes. Just trying to create the biggest execute out there possible. Touching the magic with the Rune of Power. Snoo could be in big trouble here. Big missiles just burning right through him. Does get himself the I-beam. That's going to be a bit of leech. Seavark trying to make sure he got the range versus Snoo. All the time up in case things go bad. Snoo cannot really engage with Seavark. Otherwise, he's going to silence himself and ruin himself eventually. I'm just going to put him behind. This is going to put him in a bad spot. But he's still continuing to try to make some plays. Try to see if he can continue shearing through the defense of Seavark. Eventually, those mirrors are going to get him rooted. And there goes the root with a silence. Limited on what he can do. Can't still stun from afar. So that's stun isn't a spell. Snoo's super low in health though. You should be very careful. Interrupted on Fleshcraft. Seavark just needs a bit more damage with a barrage, and I think it might be over. Snow no help whatsoever. Dora Shadows, I think he might have him stunned. Wait, someone's surviving. Demon form showing him. You gotta slay the demon immediately in order to be able to get some healing. Does get that health increase. Wait, does he? Wait, you're not glowing green. I think there's still a demon soul near you. Wait, Snoo, go back. I think there's a demon soul near you. Wait, does he realize it? Does the magic get set up by Seawork as... Oh. Okay, well, that was way too fast, Seawork. That was way too fast. He just touched the magic and barraged him. My god. Is Seawork with a 4? I think Seawork technically with a 5. But I'm not sure what happened to Wolfie. Potentially, he just surrendered because he was like, you know what? I don't want to keep this duel going for too long. I'm just done. I don't want to fight an arcade mage. Or technical issues. Either way, Seawork with a 1v4. Trying to live the arcade mage dream. Dude, Ultra is nutty. It is insane. Because I kited him? Okay. Yeah, if Mike is like, you know what, I just didn't want to duel a mage, I perfectly get it. I totally get it. I totally get giving up on that, because that was a lot of... Probably wasn't fun for him. Yeah, I imagine. It's just like, here's my go. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, can't catch him. Now I have a go. Okay, I can't catch him again. Now I have a go. And the thing is, Shamans normally are a pretty hard counter for mages. Sorry, I could borrow damper and maybe lose. All good, all good, all good. I just didn't know if it was a technical issue or what. Technical issue or something. All good. Yo, Vampire, hi to my guy. Yo, you like my DK Mines 49? You like DH Mines 49? I like DH. I do like DH. All good? Alright, alright. Yeah, I just want to make sure we weren't in things were good. Chicago, let me know when you're ready. Mikey, I know he's ready. I'm not sure you're... Damn. Very, very good. You're fun for anybody. Yeah, when you get a kited like that. The Chicago needs a +1 on Team Alliance, boys. Yo, let's get him in there. Yo, Team Alliance, get in here, boys. Chicago needs a +1. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Spuda. Thanks so much, my guy. Appreciate it. Displace, yeah, displacement. Remember when displacement was a thing? When you could like blink and then blink back to where you last were? Displacement was so cool back then. That was a thing for Legion too. But they removed it because it was kind of nuts. Also, I cast Chain Lightning to reduce the cooldown of Crash Lightning. So you actually wanted it? Wait, does that give you benefits or does it just do it for Maelstrom? Because I'm just not sure how that stuff works, Chicago. You know what I mean? I just have no idea. Yeah, what's up, Stefano? How you doing, fam? Maybe a good one. The Omo did because Ultra came out in SL. Wait, was wait, no, hold on. Was displacement a thing back in... What's the word? What am I thinking of? Doing a Maelstrom so I could afford it? Okay, fair enough. Crash Lightning. Each target hit by Crash Lightning increases the damage in the next Storm Strike. Oh, the Storm Strike damage might actually be worth, honestly. Yeah, the cleave, not so much, but the extra damage, that's actually not terrible. Imagine if you get a big proc on a Storm Strike that's supercharged, it does extra damage, and they got pets, like they got little wolves, so you go for Chain Lightning to reset Crash Lightning, they have like what, 3 targets hit, 50% more damage for the next Storm Strike, that could be huge. Displace has been a thing forever and they're moved in Shadowlands. I thought they removed Displace back in BFA too, but I guess I was wrong with that. For some reason, I thought you guys had it back then. It's 30 seconds as arcade. Yeah, it's crazy. It's as close to displacement as you can get it, but it ends up being a really good defensive utility too. So you have blink to get out of stuns, and you have the short cooldown on all the time in order to use it defensively and offensively. So I cast Chain Lightning during the Wolves. Makes sense now. Also, 5. Let's go, Chicago and Mike. Let's get you guys back in here, boys. Yo, I'm loving them NA duels, man. Hopefully next week we'll get more boys in here and get my man. Oh no, we got a Tolveron. Oh no. We got a Tolveron, boys. No. Oh no. Oh man. Man, oh man. Oh, we got the long one. We got the big one. We got a kitty cat though. We got some new faces on too. That is a 0 damn BFA. You don't remember the game I had in BFA? It literally was untouchable. I just had 0 damn. Yeah, I guess I forgot about it a lot. Maybe a lot of it just fused and kind of like melted together in my brain. I don't really have that great a memory. I never really did. Not like I really think it was an issue in school or anything like that. It's just I'm aloof sometimes. But no, some of that melted in my brain together. BFA Legion kind of just melted and I don't remember much pre-Shadowlands at this point. I remember corruptions more or less, how that functions back in BFA. I just remember people were annoyed by it. I remember gushing was insane in PvP. Alrighty, I think I saved that one, right? I definitely gotta make sure I save it though. Gotta make sure I save that duel. 5, here we go. Ooh, everybody give him a chance here. Let's go. Thoughts on Frost? Oh, watching Steven play Frost, that'll be a hell of a game. That'll be something. I know Darley or Holy Moly has been playing that on the EU a lot. Switch. Got us on Chicago first up versus Snoo. It's going to be stunned immediately by the Demon Hunter, looking to get some damage onto Chicago as the Ghostos are ripping into the fleshcraft shielding of Snoo. But that's going to be a quick summon of another demon, trying to explode the demon next to Chicago. He has a soul next to Chicago chilling. And he's looking to pick it up as soon as he can, getting a 20% damage increase as well as a health increase, as the souls from demons do heal you quite a bit. And from the old school Legion mechanic, it also gives you the damage increase. It's going to be the stun thunder. Snoo has a demon soul on the left hand side in case he wants to pick it up, in case he ever needs it. But I guess he feels like, you know what, I got meta, I got a lot of leech, I got a lot of damage I can put on Chicago. Wall for Chicago falling off. It could be under a ton of pressure. The Earth Elemental comes in to bolster the healing of Chicago, to bolster their overall health, just as they're taking a beating from the DH. The fiery, chaotic damage of a Demon Hunter. Chicago keeping the Flame Shocks rolling. Snoo summoning up yet another demon, and should be able to slay them one, hopefully very quickly. Pick up its soul. Does get the soul. You know the Demon Hunter picks it up when they're glowing that green. When they're glowing that sickly, fell, turquoise-ish greenish look. That's how you know they got extra damn in there. And they got a pretty cool effect, like when the blade dance, the guy like streaks them. It looks awesome. Actually looks so wicked. But Chicago so far has been able to hold their own versus the Demon Hunter, versus the onslaught of Snoo, as the Earth Elemental still staying stalwart next to Chicago, supporting them, giving them extra bolstered health for a time being. As Chicago just looking for some cooldown reduction, potential looking to get a Sunder. Big Ellie Blast on the Snoo, could be really bad. A demon spawns in at a perfect time, slaying that demon. I think he got the heal from killing the demon, but I don't think he picked up the soul yet. I think that soul is still somewhere on the ground next to that guy. Flash got into Chicago's face, but it's going to be a quick interrupt. And Snoo is right next to that soul. He should pick it up as soon as he can. Unless he already did. Because I know he got a big heal, but I think that's only from that's mostly from leech healing. Stun onto Snoo, could be bad. Trinkets out right now. Needs something, anything. Blurs up, has darkness in case things go bad. The darkness does not cover that Ellie Blast at all. Snoo just hanging back in. Ghost Raptors could be really bad for him. Trying to get aggressive with Ghost Raptors to use that leech in order to survive a little bit longer. Stun in Chicago. I think got a bit of healing from Chicago. Second stun to follow. Snoo had no health whatsoever. And Chicago just sends out the full power of the elements down onto the Demon Hunter. With Kolimaz up next, looking to get in there. Battle Master Stricken used immediately for Chicago. Zwen joining in. Big Bitty B, that's going to be full self-heal with Chicago. I think here's the Dreadnought racial early ahead of time to get himself heal over time rolling. With the wall to follow, it's Kolimaz continuing the pressure. That's going to be some back counter pressure from Chicago, some back damage for him. Kolimaz getting those spinning crane kick procs. It's getting quite a bit of healing as well as a bouncing chi-wave between him and Fadeaway. Chicago does get a second of breather from Kolimaz. Still needs more healing, no mana whatsoever. Needs to find a way to disengage with Kolimaz as soon as possible. Literally 0 mana. I don't think they can even put down a totem or anything. Trying to get himself as much healing as they can, but I think at this point they might just be in trouble unless they go for like a Sunder or something with Kolimaz. I think they're just in trouble. Does go for a Chain Harvest that gives him a little bit of health to work with, cooldown reduction as well. But I think it's over. Touch of Death was committed by Kolimaz, and he's looking just to disengage out of there completely. Back up and go for a full reset. Fadeaways and stealth. I think he's going to be up next. Getting the sippy cup from the Kyrian friend. And it looks like this is going to be, looks like the Rogue is going to be up next. Diabolical in the back, Seavark and Kitty Cat. In the back, and Kitty Cat. Oh. I like that Mog a lot. I like that moon on his head. That looks so good. Cheap shot onto Kolimaz. As Fadeaway going for the full Kyrian Burst is going to be in cap by the monk, but he gets back in there. He's like, you know what? I actually have cooldowns. Maybe I can just Lexi this guy, Bitty beam down. Tricking for the Rogue with an evasion to follow. It's going to be Kolimaz trying to see if we can back up out of there. Going to be Battle Master Stricken rolling for Kolimaz. Unless he's running like an unused damage trinket. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are Battle Masters at this point in PvP. The defensive value is kind of big. especially with how bursty Shadowlands PvP is. Gonna be Colomass swinging by the Rogue. The Rogue looking to escape. Gonna be a kidney shot. And the Colomass has no way around it. It's Fadeaway trying to make some damage happen. Cheap shot. It is gonna allow Colomass that global in between. You gotta make sure your CC is just sealed tight, airtight, to make sure the monk does not get abilities in between. Disarm onto Colomass. He prevents his Fist of Fury, but that's about it. Fadeaway, fading away in that vantage behind the pillar. As Colomass heads over to the eyes, picking it up, searching for the Rogue. Dude's a double timing Lego. Is it really? Yo, double Lego is going to be huge, man. Like, these guys are doing as much damage as they can without double Lego, but monks with double Legos, with double random procs of BDB, I feel like they're just going to have so much more consistent pressure. Fade Away is going to have so much more damage too. I can't imagine who's going to be better, the Rogue or the Monk with double Legos. Leg Sweep, Colomass is going to do a ton of damage to Fade Away. Could be lots of potential pressure. Fist of Fury does have advantage to get out of there and escape. Colomass trying to see if he can find him spinning crane kick. Picking up the eyes immediately, trying to stay proactive. The Rogue is out in the open. Colomass is going to hit him with a Chi Wave. Try to see if he can incap the Rogue as well. Disarm onto Colomass, no Fist of Fury, but still can kick a punch. And Fade Away is going to be going down with a blackout kick at the end. Diabolicals up next as a Demonology Warlock just charging out at Colomass. As he got himself full flesh cap ready to go. It's going to be Colomass with full CDs ready with images. Storm with the Fire going to be a stun to Colomass, potentially second stun with a pet. It is going to be second stun. Destiny Bolt getting set up. Diabolicals cannot get the Destiny Bolt to Colomass at all. He needs to get that good line to the side, but Colomass is behind the pillar, catching up on healing. And only now, at 6 minutes into this duel, we're finally getting to that dampener, boys. Only at 8%, but it is going to ramp up over time. As Colomass looking to get himself a complete reset behind the pillar, the pets are still attacking him, still just clashing out, and big BDB down. Diabolicals does go for a big Dark Pact to get him slowed down in that Fist of Fury. Mortal does let to separate. Colomass with a massive diffuse magic. Diabolicals need to wait up until he has a nice, perfect scenario where he can go for big Demon Bolts. Massive Demon Bolts. This Warlock is inspired by me, obviously. Yeah, the gnome with a big old head, big old helm. Can play Demo. I can see himself doing stuff. All he needs to do is play the Succubus. Gonna be an interrupt when Colomass on nature does go for a flesh cap. Burns through a flesh cap pretty quickly thanks to the Necrolord. And Diabolic's looking for that good setup versus Colomass. Got wall, flesh cap back up. Everything's still very, very defensive. Also, the Obelisk still reaching him as well as the pets for faster auto attacks and faster casting speed. Actually, that's a quite long reach for the Obby. That is ridiculous. That Obelisk could reach so far. That is incredibly good. As Colomass does get to break away behind the pillar, looking for the reset. Diabolicals is going to have himself full Tyrant Burst here, I think, in order to defeat this Monk. Got himself Decimated Bolt, quick cap by the Monk, trying to have a go before the Warlock has a go. Dark Pact is up for Diabolicals. This is going to keep him alive though. Spinning Crane Kick to win, potentially the stun. Needs definitely to get a Tyrant up and running. Going to be mad instant cast for Demon Bolts, doing lots of damage, but that good karma is going to reverse the damage into healing for Colomass. Diabolical under a ton of pressure, spinning Crane Kick and potentially an interrupt on Diabolicals. So it looks like he is going to go down, I think, just to the Zoet at the end. Unfortunate with Kitty Cat going to be up next, trying to get an open onto Colomass. Big Convoke does not have a trinket, but he's DR'd. Going to be a trinket for Kitty Cat, just trying to go for the most amount of bursts. He's trying to see if he can end this Monk right now. Leaping back in with a pre-wall. Colomass slowing him down with Fist of Fury, just trying to back up out of there. He's not really trying to stay next to the cat. He just wants to keep him in place, but also just get away from him completely. Going to be reversing that root with the diffuse magic immediately. I didn't expect to get rooted because it was like so, like, as soon as he got rooted, reversed it immediately. That's nutty. Let's call him as his backup out of there. Spam and vivifies. Kitty Cat is going to get another opener. Just needs a big old bite. The Monk with an end cap gives himself a bit of a breather. With Alexa, but call him as BDB. Was it going to be over? If he has a Fist of Fury, I think it might actually be over. Kitty Cat does get himself Frenzy Region, try to go for as much healing as possible. Bear form, potentially could maybe go for even more self-heal. Bash onto Colomass, doesn't settle long at all. Quick interrupt on that Cyclone, and is going to be able to get a Flesh Scarf recovery. Kitty Cat resetting behind the pillar, looking for a couple of regrowths, looking to get back in there again. After going for a bit of recovery, Colomass has a trinket coming back up very, very soon, so Colomass needs to have that trinket gone if Kitty Cat wants to have a go. Kitty Cat got to find a way to bait a trinket out of him. Trying to go for a clone. Roar. Clone. Does he trinket? No. I think Kitty Cat almost expected maybe if he does. I'm just going to soul shape out of there. Go for a reset. Because next Convoke, he's definitely going to have a trinket for it. Colimaz, getting Zuen, quick maim, gonna be Convoke, but Zuen is there to split the damage. Colimaz needing one bite, but I think the Zuen and images are eating the rest of the damage. And Colimaz just kept the cool and collecting big BDB. I think it might be over for getting Cat, big spin correct to win. Offensive Fury, locking him down with a whirling Dragon Punch with Seavark, last one on team 2, holding the fort, trying to max out the damage into Colimaz. Dora Shadows around the corner. She'll be able to reach him. It's going to be barrages back to back. Needs to get himself a missiles. Just continue to barrage the boy as best as possible, especially while Colimaz is low. Not letting this man get any kind of healing whatsoever. Going to get himself silenced. That's going to be Fort Brew. In cap onto Seavark. And Colimaz should hopefully be able to get himself some heals here and there. Seavark trying not to interrupt him on nature. No more Fleshcraft. I think Colimaz might be over. Big Karma. He has to burn through a good Karma damage in order to get into the health of Colimaz. That's going to be able to do it. I think Barrage. Oh! Arcane Orb does it instead. Looks like the Hunter might be next. Or potentially Wolfie. I don't know if Wolfie wants to fight Seavark at this high dampening. I don't know if any of these boys want to fight Seavark at this high dampening. Looks like it is going to be the Hunter charging out next and making sure you got a full flesh, got camo, everything. As we get into that higher dampening, Seavark actually almost hitting the Hunter with an orb. We get into that 11-minute dampening very, very soon, boys. The healing is going to be very limited. It's going to come down to whoever has immunities. So the faster you take down the competition, the better. As Fug is going to drop down Binding Shot into Seavark. Definitely going to have himself... Oh, he's going for that Gnome Rachel just to remove the roots. Is going to go for that Temporal just to get a lot of that health back. Even though 37% dampening, he got quite a bit of that healing back. I think it's like a percentage healing. I believe it's still reduced in value with dampening. I think the only thing that is never reduced with value is Alter Time, because it just puts your health to where it was, not heals you. It just puts your health to where it was when you first pressed Alter Time. But Temporal, I think, is actually heal. Seavark trying to go for the Alter Time in case damage ramps up, letting that pet get a couple of bites, and Seavark get a couple of pecks around the corner. Scatter Shot with the Freezing Trap. Maybe Fog could go for some damage. Seavark trying not to get interrupted. Gonna be a big touch to the magic. Blinking past Fog as best as they can. Gonna be Aim Shot trying to land assignment as best as possible. It definitely has a big Aim Shot proc ready to go as the two are just trying to play into procs with one another. As Seavark needs to go for the biggest damage possible. He does have a big go versus the Hunter a little bit later. Full Arcane power. Potential with touch and magic, everything should be available here. As the Hunter is trying to find a better angle, does go for, I believe, a Battle Master Trinket here. So playing very defensive very early. Seavark, I think this time playing Shimmer. There's no way he isn't. Touch and magic, potentially have the biggest setup. Just trying to get some procs. Gonna be a big instant cast. Well, get hit with the missiles. Used to go maybe for Feign Death. Gonna be more missiles for Seavark. Feign Death for the Hunter for a second, just to remove the debuffs for a moment. And Seavark backing up out of there completely. Just trying to deal with the Chakram. He's going to get himself a heal. Rapid Fire is going to do a bit of damage to him. And that's going to be Fleshcraft for the Hunter. And Seavark can just letting the Fleshcraft happen. He needs to go for a evocation of his own. At least for now. Just to recover a bit of health. As it's still chasing, running away from the pet. I think just waiting for maybe to get his shield back. Maybe get some food. Binding Shot. No way out of it unless he goes for an invis. Potentially. Oh, Ice Block. There he goes. I like he's like... Why is it like angled to the side? Is it because he got shot while he ice blocked? Maybe. Mirror images onto the Hunter. Definitely needs to feign death him as best as he can. Hanging out by the pillar, by line to the side. Touch the magic, get it set up. And Seavark is going to hit with a lot of damage, though. He's going to have himself that all the time with the Temporal, giving him as much life heal as possible. Freeze the trap. He's going to put him in a bad spot. Mirror images do ruin the Hunter. Do silence him for a second. Feign Death as he gets a Turtle Shell rolling. Potentially is going to cancel Turtle Shell, but that's going to be more missiles for Seavark. Even more missiles to follow. The Hunter, I think, is dead. One more barrage, it's over. Oh my god. Wait, he's so dead. Arcane Orb. Oh, he had himself Palm Blast. My goodness. Is it Pace? Is it Wolfie? It's going to be next. It looks like Pace is kind of waiting for Wolfie. Last time Wolfie played Seavark, he got kited out pretty damn hard. And we'll see if it happens again. I think this time he's like, you know what? I think I have a plan. I think I know. Actually, Wolfie's switching it up. He's not Ascendance anymore. He's got Sky Fury. He's playing that Ellie build. Oh, that might be a little bit harder for Seavark to deal with. That Ellie build just rips right through you. It doesn't even need to be in melee. It's less kiteable. A lot less kiteable. What's up, Blurted Ideable Guy? I hope you're having a good one. Hey. This Wolfie has a full flesh card. Oh, he's playing Lightning Bolt build too. He's still actual full Ellie build. Ghost was joining in. It's going to be Sky Fury down. Trigger for Wolfie. Just trying not to waste any time. Trying to get some Maelstrom and blast out Seawork as best as he can. Primordial is up. Can go for a big LE blast. Seawork is just trying to see if he can deal with the pets. Trying to draw shadows away from Wolfie. He's going to barrage it from a distance and just needs to find a way to rip through that shield. 58% dampening any healing Wolfie got. It's going to be heavily reduced. So him being aggressive is not a bad idea. 3 games against Seawork. Yeah, you did get 3 games back-to-back against Seawork. That is so unfortunate. Seawork hitting Wolfie with a Nova. Ooh, Shackles almost connects, but the line of sight does break it. With the big barrages onto Wolfie. Seawork is just moving all over the place, dude. It's so difficult for me to keep camera. It's so hard to get track of this mage because you're just moving. This guy is just all over the place. And if I'm Wolfie, I feel like I'm spinning my camera around just trying to watch for Seawork. Gonna be the missiles as he gets in with the Mirrors of Trumpet. Definitely needs to land it. Oh my goodness! I'm not sure what happened to that interrupt, but that thing just didn't even happen. And Pace is the last one left. How did Seawork fight the Hunter? I mean the Rogue? My goodness! Yeah. This mage is insane, dude. My god. Thing is, mages are probably still going to be like very, very undervalued in the season 3 too. That's the thing. And only ones that went there, they can do really, really well. Hopefully Blizzard buffs him maybe a little, man. Just some kind of a buff. I don't know what it would be. Like just a damage buff. Make him a little bit like harder hitting. Something, anything. Like if they made it so Arcane Explosion did a bit more damage in PvP, at least there's like something. Like 5% more damage for that, 5% more damage for missiles, 5% from a barrage, 5% for Arcane, or like at 15% for Arcane Blast. So then it's actually worth casting it. You know? Pace looking for that reset way back, just waiting for cooldowns. I think he's just waiting for all the images to drop off from Seawork or something. He's waiting for something, not sure what. Maybe waiting for the eyes. Seawork picking up another set of eyes. Pace again back behind the pillar. He's just gonna mount up, not let Seawork get an opener on him. By the way, boys, probably a little late into this duel, but if you guys are watching the stream and enjoying yourself, give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it if you guys enjoyed the stream. Give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're watching the stream, you're not subscribed yet, and you're enjoying the duels, what are you doing? Subscribe and hit the bell while you're at it. Get a shout on to see you, Mark, with all the time as Pace looking for resets. Seawork's camera kind of bugged, but he's going to be able to get a lot of health back. Pace looking for a full reset. I don't think he's got any dots or any debuffs from Seawork yet. It's going to be, Arcade Orb whizzing past him, but not enough to clip him. And Seawork trying to explode the Rogue out in the open. Actually, if you just kept going for a little bit longer, definitely could have gotten him. Pace looking for that full reset. Seawork didn't commit a lot of defenses that go. Actually, he just kind of stopped the Rogue's go completely. We're getting into the dampener. Maybe Pace wants to go into that very, very heavy dampener game. Seawork has got himself Arcane Orb, missing the Rogue. He does get himself a Slice and Dice. It's going to be Nova by Seawork. Shadow Strike by the Rogue. Invis by Seawork immediately. Into a kidney shot as he sees the poly trick around Seawork with a temporal. So you might be able to get some health back. Maybe a little. Ice Block has to use it. 75% dampener. This is where Seawork is under a ton of pressure. Rogue trinketed, vanished. And Seawork trying to see if he can bail out of there. Man, he goes far. Arcane Orb. Ultra time. The Rogue has a Cloak of Shadows and a Blind. Blind on Seawork as he goes for a Ultra time and Mirror Images. I'm surprised Mirror Images didn't try to keep it in combat. Kidney shot. I think it's over. Yeah. I don't know how we survived that ever. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. These boys played to the very, very, very end as best as they could. And they did a great job. They did a fantastic job, man. Alright, let's get another goal. We got enough time for one more, yeah? 6:30, 6:50. We got at least one more in here. 18 timed or 19 plus untimed. Here we go. Hey, Seawork. I forgot the blink stun. I went with that. Wait, were you blink or were you shimmer? I felt like you were shimmer that whole game. Need one more? Mikey just did a +1 over in the Horde, boys. We're good to go. Let's go, let's go. I'm liking this duels, boys. I'm loving these. We just need more class variety. We just need some fresh blood in these duels. So this will be extremely fun. I'm sure it'll happen as the season starts. I was shimmer. Yeah. Shimmer is kind of massive. Shimmer is huge for like mobility, but blink defensively is... It's a tough choice because I feel like Shimmer's so nice. Shimmer's just so good with blink and never lose. Probably just some faster cast speed, man struggles at Arcane, almost everything. Maybe. Like any kind of buff for Arcane and PvP would be nice. To work with Arcane Bomb looks fun. Yeah, thanks for the content. What's up, Tricks? I do, my man. How you doing, my guy? Rogue emoted me. Did it really? I didn't even see. I do see Chicago yelling the team and Coley yelling the team, but besides that, I didn't see. But yeah, when the Rogue gets you in the position where you can't lose, it's got a cheese. It's got a BM. Bro, I need some help on Rogue? What's up, Vortex? What help you need? If you got questions, hit me up on Discord. I'm always there to help you guys out. How many dams do you? Yeah, dam to 100%. There's not much you can really do about it. You only got immunities, and that's why it's like if you fall behind and you do ice block too late, you're not gonna get a lot of health. You know, there's actually just no way. The yelling's in my macro? Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing the GGs. Alright, C-Rec, thanks for coming by, fam. Appreciate you, dude. Oh, super fun watching some arcane play, though. That X arcade is nuts. Absolutely just blasting these boys out of there. I didn't realize it was gonna be that good. So look at the Lego. It's like what, 130% damage increase, is it not? Wait, are these all the Demon Hunter? Oh yeah, these are all the Demon Hunter Legos I have. I was gonna say I need to get more. Smell with the rock is cooking. Alright, I like it. I like it. We got Mage. What am I looking at? Mage. That one. Arcane Barrage deals additional 130% damage against target below 30% health. Is that modified at all in PvP? Because I know Arcane Infinity is modified. It can let you only stack up to 10 times instead of 18 times. But for Arcane Bombardment, I don't know if that has any PvP modifiers. Yo, imagine in PvP if they let us not do like, if they let us put double Legos instead of doing a one Covenant Lego, one non-Covenant Lego, instead of let us do like any Lego we wanted. So imagine Arcane Bombardment together with Arcane Infinity. You stack up the damage with the Bombardment Execute. It'd be massive, massive damage. Mikey got a 5, man. Chicago, do you have a 5? If Chicago got a 5, then we're good to go, boys. Chicago got 5. We are good to go. Hardstock at 1600. I just got messed up by the Demon Hunters and Monks. I don't care what I'm supposed to do in counterplay. Well, what composition are you playing? Are you playing with a healer or are you playing with another DPS? I may have 5 rogues, but it doesn't make me god. You have 5 rogues? My brother, when he played WoW, he had like 5 red paladins or 5 paladins. 1 for red, 1 for prot, 1 for holy, 1 for red PvP, 1 for holy PvP. And I was like, bro, like I know you like paladins, but god damn, like how are you leveling 5 of them? I tried to keep it up with 2 rogues. That was tough for me. 1 alliance, 1 horde for legion. That was hard. I'm in the games fade away. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, look, when you play arenas at 1600, do you play with a healer or do you play a DP with a double DPS? Because if you play with a healer, I would suggest maybe like focusing the Demon Hunter with damage while getting cross CC on the Demon Hunter's healer, and the same with the Monk. Because I feel like those 2 classes are pretty squishy. Outside of Blur, you basically have to just like, oh, you got Blur, I'm not gonna have a go. Blur down, okay, now we wanna have a go. I may not worry about if I'm rogue super fun results. And I have 5, each Covenant specs. Really? Crazy. That's a lot. Yeah, it depends if you play with a healer. I think with a healer, you wanna go for cross CC. Make sure to lock down the healer and burn down damage into the Demon Hunter or the Monk. Saving with your trinket and calling defensive with your partner is going to be extra important because the Demon Hunter and Monk damage is quite high. Looking forward to seeing Assassin Rogue with Assassin Lego and the Kyrian Lego. 4+ years on the deal soon. Gonna be fun to watch. You think Kyrian is going to be good? I know that Sepsis was really good for the tier set tricks, but I wonder if Kyrian would be good. I mean, that is more longer bleeds and that is more poison damage with Venom. I could maybe, yeah, might be right. You might be right. Q broke. Okay, I'll re-queue. Mikey, Chicago, I'm gonna need to queue you guys a couple more back-to-back. Queue might be broken, but I'll just keep spam queuing you guys until it works, okay? So just be prepared. Try again? Yeah. Vortex, as soon as a DH kills a demon, attack them. As soon as DH kills their demon, attack them. As soon as they kill the demon. Sepsis looks good for a Sasquatch Lego. Yeah, it looks really good. Kyrians and Rogues had like trucks, 22k and Venoms. Oh, I mean, that's true. The question, I guess, is when you Shiv, I know that Shiv makes poisons and bleeds do more damage, but in Venom, does that count as a poison? Which I don't think it does. At least from my earlier testing in PTR, I don't think Venom counts as a poison. It's a nature hit, but I don't think it's a poison hit, so it doesn't really benefit the Shiv tier set. But I could be wrong on that. If it does benefit, then yeah, that could probably be good. Night Fit is really, really fun. I feel like it's the first time Night Fit was really... Not the first time Night Fit was good in general, but the first time Night Fit was incredibly good. I guess is the best way to put it. You know what I mean? Let's see where we're trying to do against shit. That's what I love about the 5V5 1v1 duel scene, boys. You duel these guys, you find a way to play. You're like, yo, well, and you learn. It's a great environment to learn. That's what I really, really love about these duels, man. Hell yeah. Alright, we saved that one. Athel, what are you... Animan here just finished. You know, all the times from Night Fae. My goodness. My goodness, my guy. Animan here. This is from all the mugs. Switch. We got ourselves Wolfie over on team 2 with Snoo in the back. We got Pace gonna be going up first with Ori in the back. How you doing, my guy? And Coley. Yo, Pace is up. I don't think Ori gets a chance to play, man. Maybe we'll go for 1 or 2 more just to make sure Ori gets a chance to play. Chicago for the trinket, even though Pace is actually was a little bit slower on the opener. Gonna be a full stun. Gonna be Faye. What? Faye? Chicago with the Faye play? What? Hopefully you get your soulbind set up when you switch your covenants. That Faye can be massive, by the way. Faye play, by the way. My goodness. Faye's looking for a bit of a reset versus Chicago. Getting blasted out. Might have to go for advantage. The Earth Elemental's not going to really give you an easy reset unless you want to go get a shot at that thing. Faye's going for a massive healing. I believe that must be a water, like a sippy cup, right? That, what is this heal? It has to be a Kyrian sippy cup. It has to be a Kyrian thing, like a Kleia thing. It has to be. That's such a big heal. Because you know this man is Kyrian. We're just trying to see if he can get away from the Earth Elemental. The Earth is just being stalwart. It's just not letting you go anywhere. It just keeps clobbering you over the back of your head. Which isn't really like a big... It's not really like a rock slide. It's more like... It feels like a pebble hits the back of your head. Because this thing does not do damage. Wolves are back in. Or rather, Raptors are back in. Big alley blast on the Pace. And Pace is getting quite a bit of hurt. Got himself a sipping cup just to keep himself rolling for a little bit longer. But the Wolves are doing damage. Heals, man. How are you surviving? How are you healing? How are you healing? I actually don't know how he's healing. Like, what's healing him? Seriously, what's healing him? What is healing? Because it's not even like he's dancing either. He's not dancing. So something's healing. Kid a shot in Chicago. Maybe Pace finally gets a breakaway. Does like he dies in the stealth. I wonder if there's a flame shock roll on this man or not. Chicago might be looking for the eyes. Over in Team 2, we got ourselves Mind Freeze as an Holy DK. We got ourselves Kitty Cat as a Feral Druid, Fade Away as a Rogue, and Diabolics in the back, jumping around on their mount. But Chicago looking out for the Rogue Menace. Pace does not want to get found. Seriously, how is this man healing? I don't understand. I don't understand. Chicago get hit with a sap. And is looking for the Rogue. Hold on. I committed a mistake, boys. Hold on. Gonna be a cheap shot. Get a shot on Chicago as they are popping a wall, and Pace just goes in for the hit and run. Backs up out of there as the Raptor boys are chasing after him. This man actually caught a race. Just outran the Raptor boys. What is going on? Oh my goodness, this guy. Well, Chicago looking for the eye and Pace is looking for the full reset. Just trying to get himself this man just doesn't want to die, right? At all. Oh my goodness. Chicago trying to go with a Night Fae, and that's going to be a stab by the Rogue. Kidney shot on Chicago. That's just surrounded by a nice blue. Actually, this blue sparkle is so cool. Kind of cool looking, not going to lie. That looks awesome. I wonder if they're going to have a lot of spell effects looking like that once Shadowlands is gone in the next expansion. Because this is a really cool spell effect overall. Pace looking just for a complete reset. Chicago's just back here like, yo, what's up, boys? Hey, how you doing? I guess maybe just waiting for Pace to come after him. Just trying to let Pace open up away from any of the pillars. Or maybe he's waiting for the Warlock to drop down a Warlock Hellstone for him. Potentially. That's going to be the Rogue dodging the stun totem. Going for the big damage with Chicago with his Shadow Blade. Cheap shot to follow. I think it might be over. Gonna be that seed pot. Chicago without a trinket. Oh my goodness. This Rogue cheesed it out so hard just to make sure he has the perfect, good, clean go versus the Shaman. But all that cheese, was it worth it? Got himself a sippy cup. That's going to be stunned from around the corner. Trying to avoid the Warlock as best possible. Kidney shot is the double. The Pets are chasing after the Rogue. The Rogue does go for a shadowy duel. The Pets are chasing after Decimated Bolt. Does connect. Lots of damage. Well, Diabolicals could be lots of pressure. Demon Rogue goes under place. But he does escape. No! My goodness. That vanished. Got himself another reset. Diabolicals did use a Decimated Bolt though, so he does have some big, beefy Demon Bolts to go next. If the Rogue comes out and he still has the Demon Bolt buff, the Decimated Bolt buff, it could be huge. It could be massive. Here we go. Well, with the Rogue being in the south all the time, I'm gonna spend some time ordering my food, I guess. With Pace trying to get an opener versus Diabolicals. Kidney shot. Gonna be a stun onto Pace. Does go for a trinket. Diabolical's kind of low in health. Having to pop a wall here right now as the Demon Dogs are trying to bite into the Rogue, but the Warlock at no health whatsoever. Trying to go for a Shadow Fury onto the Rogue. Steps as the Warlock goes for a big old port. Just disconnects completely to the other side of the arena, trying to get himself a first aid. As Paige is in the back messing around with all the pets. Is looking for a full reset. Stabbing up at the Felguard. There's going to be a new one joining in. Diabolical not really doing that good. He does have a trigger come back up very soon. He also got Dark Pact as well. The Rogue opening up. Going to be Dark Pact immediately with a fear onto the Rogue. The Rogue does not have a trinket, so it's actually going to be perfect control opportunity for Diabolical. Try to get a Tyrant rolling really early. But it's going to be the Pet. Try to swing around towards Pace. Trying to keep him out in combat, out in the open. Pace could go for a cheap shot on the Pet. Kidney shot on Diabolical would be able to ignore the stun. Mortal hits him as the kidney shot connects. That is super unfortunate. The Rogue is still going to take advantage of the kidney shot and try to max out as much damage as possible. Diabolical just not given an opportunity. Fleshcraft to interrupt into an axe toss. Diabolical has no healing whatsoever. This man got nothing left, and Pace walks by, claps him, and takes him out. Who can stop this Rogue? Mind Freeze sending in the what is it? Monstrosity? The Abomination? No. What is it called? The Ghoul. I know it's a Ghoul, but it's like transformed Ghoul. But he is going to be attacking him, harassing him. Grippy hand coming up. Going to be getting shot at him. Mind Freeze is going to go for IBF. Going to be doing for the big pet damage. Pace might have to vanish out of there as the Ghouls are going to be chasing him. Evasion is up. Might be able to get away from one Ghoul, but the rest of the Ghouls should be able to catch chase after him. Actually, no, he's not playing the Ghoul build. He's playing the Crypt Fever build. He puts up a disease on the Pace, which Pace could actually pick up carrying it. But it does put a doubt on him. If Pace does go for a heal, every time he gets a heal tick, I think the refresh from Crypt Fever is going to be pretty big. But also for Mind Freeze, it gives him just more Mages of the Dead. And just pure shadow damage, just percent damage. Pace landing a kidney shot, locking down the Death Knight. It's going to be tricky for Pace with a cheap shot to follow up. Mind Freeze could be in bad spot. Does have AMS for the Shadow Blades, which actually does up him out a little bit. It's going to be a shadow set by the Rogue, but it's going to be Chain of Vice, slowing him down. Cloak of Shadows keeping the Rogue moving. And Mind Freeze empowering the Pet yet again. Wants to go for yet another Apocalypse. Pace sprinting out of there. Cannot be stopped. Could potentially go for the stun with the Dark Transformation Ghoul. And Pace taking a bit of damage though. Lichborn off for Mind Freeze. But it's going to be Kidney Shot. Pace actually at so low health. Wait, could die to the Ghoul. Could die to Monstrosity. Could be a quick vanish. And Mind Freeze at low health whatsoever is going to catch up a little bit as it sacrifices the Ghoul. Summons a new one. And Pace looking for a complete reset. Does somebody or two Pages bow out? Yeah, but they're probably like, you know what, this Rogue got a 1v5. Easy. There's no way. There's no way he doesn't. It's over. He did it. Mind Freeze making sure to pick up the eye. Got himself Fleshcraft rolling. Does he play Merilith? He does play Merilith, so he's trying to go for that CC immunity in case the Rogue is there to maybe try to sap him. Pace has a Mark for Death ready to go, so that's going to be immediately Kidney Shot. I don't know if Mind Freeze has a trinket like a human racial for the next stun or whatever. Definitely going to be a stun from the Rogue, but actually the Strangulate from Mind Freeze before it happens, stunned by the Dark Transformation Pet, going to be the shadowy duel from Mind Freeze with Pace, but that Ghoul is still going to be chasing after him, still catching up, is going to root him in place for a second. That Ghoul that's transformed does a lot of damage to Pace. That thing does a ton of damage. Blinded to Mind Freeze. That Ghoul is still aggressive. The Ghoul no longer transformed. It's still going to be able to claw slowly but surely at Pace. At least keeping his health low, but it's not going to have the big damage. Full Kidney Shot into that Pet as Pace looking for that reset. Does he get it? Ghoul is there. Nope, not getting that reset. I think he didn't have enough calm points on the Ghoul in order to max up that damn Mind Freeze with a grippy hand, trying to get an angle into pace, but he's kind of lagging and actually kind of disoriented pace a little bit. I think that lag actually played into his favor to some extent. Evasion on the rogue. Does he finally go down? I think Mind Freeze might be able to do it. Potentially trying to step it. Oh my goodness. Finally, somebody took down this rogue menace as he was just absolutely wrecking through the whole team. Not given an opportunity to play. Wolfie going to be up next, trying to see if he might be able to have himself at least a chance, at least to go versus Mind Freeze. Wolfie under a ton of pressure. The more he heals, the more damage he's actually going to take. AMS is up for Mind Freeze for a second. Wolfie with that full wall. Does he go for healing? Does he have Crypt Fever rolling him? It's hard to tell if Crypt Fever does damage. Big Ellie Blast into Mind Freeze can use a lot of that runic power to heal, but we are hitting that 9-minute 30-second mark with 29% dampener, boys. Wolfie trying to amp up his cooldown, stun to charge himself to get some cooldown reduction, especially get those ghosts back up, maybe get a Sky Fever back up. Mind Freeze not really giving him much opportunity to continue recovering though. Wolfie under a ton of pressure right now. Flash Captain is going to get interrupted. Sunder onto Mind Freeze for a second. I think Wolfie might be in trouble. Shackles of Malediction. Can Mind Freeze stop it? It's going to be short stun with a pet with a Flash Captain of his own. It's going to be an intro by Wolfie. Mind Freeze super low in health. Doesn't have a lot of health to work with actually. Could be really bad. Oh, Wolfie does end up sniping him out. I am amazed, surprised, and a little bit confused how all that went down. Kitty Cat with a big convoke, but that's going to be Wolfie with not even a trinket, just super DR from stuns. So Kitty Cat might have went a little bit too aggressive with a bit of burst of his own. Going to be a stun onto Wolfie. Trying to see if he can max out the damage with a root right after. Just letting him sit in the bleeds, wait until the next convoke is back up. See if he might be able to make a play with that. Wolfie still under. Putting a ton of pressure onto Kitty Cat though. Okay, actually it's a Kitty Tat. It's almost Kitty Cat, but it's Kitty Tat. I just realized it. Just reading his name. Because I said Kitty Cat, and I was like, wait, that's not Cat at the end. Cyclone, gonna get interrupted. Kitty Cat not playing Necrodes again. Flash Cat here. Ellie Blast is gonna hit his bare back. And the man is just trying to get himself a bit of a reset, a bit of a recovery. Look at him leap away as he just snakes his way out of there, slithers out of there. Needs a reset versus Wolfie and go for a big convoke. No chicken for Wolfie for 15 more seconds. So Kitty Tat better have a go. You got Berserk and everything. 8 seconds on that trinket. Bash, does he go for that convoke? Trying to make a play. Does he do it? Intro by Wolfie at the last second. Not much you could really do there. Quick maim to follow. Does have Berserk. And Kitty Cat might still have play to damage rolling. Potentially could still go for big bites. We're on to Wolfie. Trinkets out it. Does go for a heal. And Kitty Cat just trying to go for as much self-healing while embarking Bear from friends and regen. Big Ellie Blast. Wolfie still could be in trouble. Wall on the soft. Does he have a mana? He has plenty of mana. Does he have the Maelstrom? Every time Kitty Tat is next to him, he's just giving him free Maelstrom from the Storm Strikes. Gonna be a Flesh Cut. Oh, let him recover with Flesh Cut. That's just gonna set you behind. Set you severely behind. As Kitty Tat just got nothing. Ellie Blast dunking into that boy. With Fadeaway being the last one left over on the team 2. Hanging out with the team 1 boys. Oh no. On Forge. As Wolfie is gonna have to look for the rogue. Does the rogue just go for? I mean, what does the rogue wait for? Right? What does the rogue wait for here? He got everything. Wolfie is the one that's kind of behind. Gonna be a full Kyrian Birds. Does he go with the Shadow Blades? Looks like he doesn't. Looks like he's just gonna go for evasion. I think dodging the Sunder. Literally dodging a Sunder. Is it gonna be cheap shot into Wolfie? As Sky Fury is up for Wolfie right now. Fadeaway is just looking for full burst. Wolfie with a disarm. Could be really bad. Fadeaway just looking to continue the pressure and does end up taking him out. Just shadow striking and eviscerating. Ori actually gets a chance to play. I am amazed that Ori actually gets a moment of actual game. Fadeaway is gonna have to go for a full reset though. Ori is given opportunities like, hey, you know, go ahead. Give you a nice old bow. Give you a chance to recover. Give you a chance to play this duel out. This is going to be the perfect opportunity to have a full go. Full clean go versus Ori. We got to do another one, dude, where Ori actually gets a chance to play. Did he use fake? Yeah, he didn't do that bad. Didn't do bad at all. Azorian Bear from Full Flash Craft. Sabbed by the Rogue. And the healing of Druids got nerfed by quite a bit. Frenzy Regen got nerfed by quite a lot. The emergency healing Frenzy Regen is nerfed. Flash Craft also got nerfed. So Druids are actually kind of licking their wounds with all these nerfs. But hey, at least you got the travel form. which you just saw for a second with Ori. Gonna be immediate Barskin as Ori get blasted up by Fade. Bash onto the Rogue. Does the Rogue go to Trinket it? He doesn't. Ori's just gonna go for big blaster damage. Thorns, and then Fade has a chance to keep attacking Ori or Cloak. Might want to have to Cloak here. Gonna be the Cloak for the Rogue as he does choose to Trinket at the very end. Ori's in a bear form. Just trying to see if he can put a bleed onto the Rogue. There's gonna be a couple of Raz. There's a couple more hits. That's gonna be a bunch of, what is this? What is these weapons attacking him? Oh, he's a Necrolord. He's a Necrolord, so it's actually just his weapon beating up a raid. And does get dotted. I was gonna say for a second, will you like a Blood DK summoning a rune weapon or something just now? Yo, just about everybody but Snoo got to play. At least a lot of these boys, majority of them, get a chance to play, man. Damn. Alrighty, let's get another one in here. I want to see. We can have Mike in Chicago get ourselves another go in here, boys. Those teams with Ori potentially actually getting a chance to play a full game. Mikey with a 5. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Hell yeah. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving these duels. Yo, somebody stopped that Rogue. I'm surprised. I thought the Rogue was just gonna keep rampaging. Same with the Dark Blur, except when DR. True. What I think should make a higher part of RNG lower, but the lower RNG should be a bit higher. Double making Blur dot 25%, but Blur gives an extra 50% physical. Maybe. That might be a way to go about it. The more he heals, the more damage he takes. It's not a chamois thing. So that's not really a chamois thing, it's an Unholy Death Knight thing. So Unholy Death Knights, when they play with the talent of Crypt Fever, their Apocalypse, instead of summoning ghouls, it just puts a dot on the enemy. It puts a disease that does percentage damage. That dot refreshes whenever they heal. So whenever like the shaman has a Crypt Fever on them, it's about like tick out, it's like ticking after like 4 seconds. And the last second, if the shaman heals himself, the dot refreshes. So as he heals himself, as he continues to heal himself, as he continues getting heals applied to him, he refreshes the duration. Although I'm not sure how consistent it is in duels. I know in arenas it's pretty good because you constantly have healing going on by the healer. He's constantly refreshing hots on you, constantly trying to keep you alive, and you pop Apocalypse, and you keep the pressure rolling, the healer trying to top you, and he keeps your healing, and then you keep your Crypt Fever rolling with just percentage health damage, like 8% of the health. But you keep it constantly ticking, so just constantly like, it's like a cloud looming over you. So it's not really a shaman thing, it's more like a Death Knight thing, anti-healer thing. Although for duels, I don't really know how consistent it is. I guess it's a question for me is, I'm not sure how Crypt Fever really works. I don't know if it could proc off of HOTS, or just like direct heals. Like when you put a rejuve on somebody that they have a Crypt Fever, does every tick of rejuve refresh Crypt Fever, or is like whenever you initially put up rejuve, it refreshes Crypt Fever, but then the HOTS themselves don't do that? It's a lot of questions. Playing against Rogue is so tilting. I don't blame you. Especially that guy who's playing like a healer build. I want to find out what kind of like a self-survivability build that man is playing. Because that guy is nuts. That Rogue is insane. Pace, he's just crazy. He's a madman. Yo, boys, I forgot to order food, so I'm gonna order right now. I'll wait. Yo, Chicago, let me know if we're ready. If we got boys in here. I thought we were gonna grab the ice to Shadows. So I shot us up the opener, but grab ice somehow. Couldn't vanish. Yo, that's some Forge Vortex. Resident Nerf got like a 19.5 nerf, not enough. It went from like a 15% nerf to 37.5 nerf. So it's a pretty big nerf. Привет, Dalaran, здорово, Johan, that's здорово. Как дела, мой друг? Yo, so let me order some food real quick. Chicago's offline in the back? Yeah, Chicago's back in. Here we go. Ash remains fall. Can I order my food fast enough? Order online. Can I do it fast enough? Trying to see if I can do my order for food while also commenting the duels. On this monitor, it's a little bit harder to do that, but I guess I could totally do it, right? Totally do it in between, potentially. Which got ourselves team 1 together with Columaz. We got ourselves Ori on that team as well. Hopefully Ori will get a chance to play Pace. We got Snoo and we got Wolfie versus team 2 together. We got Conventional Join us with Mind Freeze on the other side. Kitty Cat in the middle of them all. Chicago out front, going for more immunity from physical damage build with Fade Away chilling, watching patiently. It looks like it's going to be Ori first up, going for a bit of an honor bout with one another. This is what I want to see, boys. I want to see some honorable duels in here. I want to see honor duels left and right. What's Pace going? What is it, Pace first? Wait, what is he doing? Pace? I think he just ran out just to roar at the enemy team, just to be like, hey, don't forget that I'm here. After just absolutely taking that team for a run last game. Chicago, what is going on? Why is Chicago's health already melting? Excuse me? Why is Chicago's health already at half and Ori didn't do anything? Hello? Huh. Thorns up for Ori. Chicago's going for a bit of reset. Reorder? Yeah, Reckless. I would, but it doesn't have that setting right now. Otherwise, yeah. Gotta be Ori. Try to order food while doing this stream. Try to focus on the duels though. Food can wait. Big Celestial Alignment is already bonk in Chicago. I love the auto attack said. Cyclone onto the Earth Elemental. Chicago just tried to stay in Ghost as best they can. I think the attacks from Ori will trigger the procs on the Earth Shield, Lightning Shield. So actually, Ori is giving Chicago Maelstrom this way. Chicago's trying to get himself as much heal as he can. Ori trying to catch up. Trinket something. I'm not really sure what, but he trinketed something. Gonna be a bash to Chicago. Chicago does have a trinket. Does it go for anything though? Silence on Chicago. Might be in trouble. Wait, Chicago goes for a bit of healing. Battlemaster's trinket. Trying to get himself ghosts in there. Gonna be the Trend Rachel for a bit of healing. Just how much Chicago does get more pets. Ori continued to bonk him with a mace. Continue just to bonk him. War Stump with a quick heal for Ori. And Chicago trying not to interrupt him yet. Barak's got into Ori just to give him more survivability to work with. Bear form and got himself their friends of regen. No dampening just yet. Trying to knock back. Chicago did not quite get to him. And Chicago looks like they survived a lot of the pressure from Ori. Quick, fast cyclone. Literally quick cyclone. As Ori get himself a flash scout to get himself back up to speed. And they're looking for a full reset versus Chicago. Got himself lots of survivability. Just getting some wrath in it. Maybe potentially can get himself an eclipse or two. Chicago Lana is siding Ori whenever they don't have to. And there goes the Eclipse. Potentially Ori with big damage. Massive chain harvest from Chicago. But it doesn't quite get through even the full shield of Ori. Chicago is still, I feel like, playing a little bit behind here. Bash by Ori, Trinket by Chicago. Chicago does have an interrupt. Ori has an interrupt as well. Ori just trying to stay ahead of Chicago as best as possible. He's getting slowed quite a lot. But he's going to get himself the extra resources here with the Eclipse. Quick roar in Chicago. Maybe Ori could go for Flash Cut as well. Gonna be going for that travel form just to back up out of there, maybe get himself a bit of a heal. Chicago so far has played this very defensive. Ori is the one who's been more aggressive here than anything. Those star surges do quite a bit of damage. I mean, with the dots and the stars falling and everything. I mean, Ori just does one, puts up dots, lets stars fall. One star surge, Chicago's at half health. It's like, whoa. Oh, wait a second. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of output. As Ori trying to dip into yet another Eclipse. The faster he dips in Eclipse, the more damage he does. Whenever a Shaman is an Eclipse, or whenever a Druid is an Eclipse, their nature damage or arcane damage, depending on the Eclipse, is empowered. However, anything that does astral damage is also empowered. It does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. A ton. Ori trying to go for a bit of a Star of Fire behind the pillar just to get into an Eclipse. With a bit of flapper on the corner. There's going to be more dots, more pressure. Ori does not have big cooldowns just yet, but he's saving something. You got 18 seconds to wait on. Disarm on Chicago as they're trying to get up in melee, trying to get some damage in. Stun on Chicago with thorns up. Chicago needs to remove those thorns immediately from Ori if they want to continue the pressure. Battlemaster Chicken is eventually going to fall off. Chicago could be in a bad spot. Foiling the pressure. Battlemaster Chicken falling off in a tight spot. Does go for a heal. Ori has full burst available. Trying to catch up to Chicago as fast as they can. How much a power shift just to shift into the battle stance? Going to be that Celestial Alignment. Maybe he can go for a Starfall. The Starfall should be able to hit Chicago. Trying to knock him back for a second. Could go for a silence. Chicago just needs an opportunity to maybe get himself a cast or two. Or he needs to find a way to root Chicago. Disarm Chicago can generate Maelstrom, popping into Ghost Food just to get himself whatever baseline healing they can. Ori, while Celestial Alignment is rolling, trying to keep the pressure rolling for as long as possible, getting interrupted on nature, but Star Surges still go flying. Just so much pressure onto the Shaman. And Chicago just trying to be extra careful not to get interrupted. If they get silenced, it could be over. Thorns by Ori. Trinket by Chicago. Ori hit him with a Sunder. Ori have to go Trinket with a big roar. Does go for Friends of Regen. with a flush scout, forcing Chicago out in the open, is going to get an interrupt, but Ori still collected quite a bit of that shield before the dampening really started rolling in. Speaking about dampening, 5 minutes, dampening finally rolling in. Gonna be a pretty big disengage for Ori. Chicago gets a big breather. So those two should be able to at least separate from each other. Ori is still continuing to try to get into Eclipse's trial, trying to get himself resources, just wrathing at totems just to build up as much resources as he can. Eventually, Chicago is going to have to commit some damage here. I think playing non-immunity, the only physical immunity wall is set in behind here. Let's swap the back. When I swap back, wait, oh, Chicago's saying, do you not mean to go with my soulbind, GG? Oh, what the? Oh, you're playing without soulbinds? Oh, on Forge. On Forge. So Chicago went swapping Covenants around to Venthyr, and I guess soulbinds are gone completely. So yeah, that's going to make it a little bit harder for you to get any value, because a lot of your damage counterparts with conduits is kind of lost. Still trying to see if they can fight them without any soulbinds or anything. Ori knocking Chicago back. Barkskin rolling in. Regrowth is up. I'm not sure what the team one is doing over there. They're just chilling. Just someone Chicago. I think it's over. Yeah, Chicago's just like, you know what? It's over. It's over. Without soulbinds, it is very difficult to play. It is very, very difficult to play. So Chicago was doing that whole duel without any soulbinds, swapping from Venthyr to Night Fae from last duel. You need to make sure, if you guys are good at swapping Covenants, by the way, it is easy. Go to Zereth Mortis, PP Covenants, make sure soulbinds are all good. But yeah, if you're swapping around, just make sure you have soulbinds and all that stuff before you're ready to go. Otherwise, you're going to have a tough time, because Chicago is just missing so much of their healing, so much of their damage, so much of the stopping potential, and Ori just got so much pressure. You're basically prolonging the game, and it goes into really high dampening. Going to be a cyclone onto Kitty Tat, as Ori trying to disrupt it as best as he can. No more interrupts for Ori. Kitty Tat could potentially go for cyclone himself, unless Ori has another way to stop it. And Kitty Tat just trying to stay in cat form. Try to stay away from Ori. This Feral should be able just to bleed down Ori. Normally, Feral Druids have such an easy time with boomies, but Ori got himself full Celestial Alignment. Kitty trying to avoid him as best as he can. There's going to be stars falling on him. Ori got to make sure he got both the Moonfire and the Sunfire searing through Kitty Tat. If you can. Actually, wait. No, that wasn't Celestial. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Ori is not playing Celestial. He wasn't Celestial. You know what he's playing? He's playing a legendary that gives him Celestial Alignment every time he spends enough Star Surges, or rather resources. Gonna be a quick roar about Ori as he's in the Convoke out of Kitty Tat, and is just trying to put some pressure. So that's what this man is playing. He's ready for the next patch, dude. He's ready for the next patch to get more ink cards. Crazy. But I think that was actual full Celestial Alignment this time around. As Ori trying to catch up Kitty Tat, this man with a soul shape is able to snake around. Gonna be the stun opener onto Ori, but just kind of walks by him to get a reset, catch a couple of regrowths. It looks like Ori just gonna back up out of there, maybe go for a full Flash Scout with a big kill behind the pillar. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Kitty Tat is gonna have to wait until he has a full Flash Scout back up, and then potentially make some damage happen. There's going to be a couple swipes around the corner. Ori just bailing out of there for a moment. Kitty Tat looking for Ori. As we hit in that 8-minute mark, which is what, 22% dampener? The dampener is going to be kind of rough. Ori does get found with Kitty Tat. Big Convoke, no answer. Ori taking a lot of damage on his Flesh Cup too to help him. Barkskin with a Frenzied Regen does survive it, even though barely. Bash on the Kitty Tat, trying to get some dots, and as soon as the Pharaoh walks out of there, Ori is going to go for regrowth. Just go for a complete full reset behind the pillar. Just going to reset out of there. And Ori looking for Kitty. But this man is just, yeah. They're just going to, I think, wait until Convoke is back up. 9 minutes in a duel, 26% dampener. So by the cut of yes, still, yeah, it's a little rough. Yeah, Zerath and PTR you could get access. No, it still is there on Zerath Chicago. It's there on live servers as well. It's there on live servers as well. Unless you, yeah, there's the soulbind thing is on Zerath Mortis right now on live servers. It was there on PTR, but it's also here too. Or he tried to blast out of the cat as best as he can to try to get himself into an angle, trying to keep the dots rolling, but Kitty Tat just doesn't want to touch him at all. Frenzy Region behind the pillar, looking for regrowth recovery, or he could potentially go for a silence. He's trying to get some thorns rolling, or Kitty Tad just doesn't want to attack him while thorns are up. Bashing the Kitty Tad with a trinket, potentially Cyclone just gonna land inside it, or he just got himself enough resources just to keep the pressure rolling. Bashed by Kitty. He goes for a clone. Does Ori trinket? Ori chooses not to trinket. And Kitty looking for a complete full reset. He just doesn't want to do it. Ori with the friends and regions trying to stay as aggressive as he can with his feral druid, trying to deny him any kind of go. Gonna be the stun with the convoke, or he's gonna be able to silence it immediately. Kitty Tad is trying to be maybe a little bit too excited with a big burst. Is too excited with a convoke. As Ori needs himself a bit of recovery, kind of low in health, trying to land a quick cyclone onto Kitty Tad, but it's not gonna happen. And Ori going for a bit of regrowth as Kitty Tad also going for regrowth as well. It's a bit of a standstill for these two. Just druids running circles around the pillar with one another. Thorns for Ori. Kitty Tad finds himself kind of low in health. Oh, Ori finally ends up taking him out. Long game with the Kitty Tad guy. Not engaging, not fighting, mostly running, just trying to escape, trying to get away until he has full convoke. That's literally the only time he went in for damage is ruined convoke. The rest of it is just Ori chasing circles around this guy. A lot of feral druids do that though. Wait, Fadeaway crying? Why crying? Why is my man's Fadeaway crying? I don't understand. Actually, I don't understand. As Ori dives into bear form, potentially could go for flesh if he knows where the rogue is at. Thrashes him out of there. As Fadeaway goes for a evasion, I guess maybe he was trying to avoid a bash, but that war stomp, I mean, that doesn't care if you're evading or not. You can't evade a war stomp. That's just a big AoE stun around the druid. And fade away, unless he goes for a vanish with a Cloak of Shadows. I don't think he's going to have a reset. Ori running after him, just trying to bonk him, literally bonking him behind the pillar. Fade away just rotting to the dots. I mean, the Starfalls as well as the stars are just going to do a lot of damage. Trinket out of that bash, goes for a vanish. Ori trying to thrash him. I think the thrash does connect. Bear Thrash might have still hit him. Just trying to stay in cat form. Yeah, Thrash definitely does get the bleed out on you. Fade away, get an auto attack. Ori leaping past him. It's going to be full dots to the rogue. It's going to be a Barskin. As Fade away goes in for a Shadow Blade's Kieran burst. Ori could be in trouble here. 12 minutes of the duel. Disarm onto Fade away. And Ori disarming. Get disarmed. Huh? Fade away with a disarm on Ori. What is going on? I don't understand. I guess he is bonking people on the head with that big old maze. I guess that would hurt. Get a shot into Ori. Does get himself friends in region. Could still be in trouble. Needs something right now. Mids potentially thorned. Bear form, anything. Bear form with a roar. Heal. It could go for a disarm on the rogue. The rogue is just unable to do much except go for AoE. Can kick without a weapon though. You don't need a weapon in order to get an interrupt. Into a bash, onto Fade away, or he starts surging him, putting some damage. That's going to be a full Celestial Alignment. Let's see how Starfall. I think that is potentially going to be Starfall. The dots potentially will do the trick. Did they do enough damage here? Does he have enough? Fade away with no health whatsoever. He's still dotted up. He's still melting. Oh, and a bear form swipe at the end. With Conventional being the last one, I think the Demon Hunter, or the Death Knight, I think he AFK'd and then he got DC'd. So we're only getting a 4-man hour team too, which is unfortunate. But Ori still has, you know, he's still going up against the Demon Hunter. He's still got a lot of pressure, lots of damage. Cyclone onto Conventional could trick it out of it. Ori with a War Stomp, another clone on DH. This is still going to be a hell of a game. At 51% dampener, I don't know how Ori recovers this. I don't know if he can. Trying to see if he can get away. Conventional does get roared while up in the air. And Ori looking for as much recovery as he can with the friends in region. Does this man actually escape? Does he recover? He's in stealth. As Conventional looking for him. He definitely has Spectral Sight. He knows where the druid is. He knows where he's at. He just needs an angle. He just needs to auto attack him once. Ori has a trinket back up, so Ori could be in a good spot. Might could trinket the stun. This is going to be a quick bash at Conventional with a clone. Maybe Ori goes for a Cyclone and not a Cyclone, but Entangle Roots. Maybe he goes for Flesh Cut. Somehow Conventionally muse the Roots. Huh? Was that because he Vengeful Retreated? I think Vengeful Retreat does give him like immunity to CC, doesn't it? Silence onto the Ivy of Conventional as he pops a blur. Ori still is in a bit of a blur whether he's going to be able to survive this or not. But he's trying to stay as proactive as possible, trying to stay as mobile as he can. Conventional is to find him, catch him, lock him down, and he'll be in a great spot. And Ori's just trying to get a couple of dots, couple of pressure rolling. He's playing that Necro Lord, so he's going to be able to get the Swarm onto Conventional, let the damage raw the Demon Hunter from afar. Ori has a Barskin back up. He has full Celestial very, very soon. stunned by the Demon Hunter, is going to have himself the demon that he can slay to get a lot of health from. Even at 59% dampening, it is a ton of healing. It's actually incredible. I think it's leech too. I think it's all that leech just from slaying the demon with the glaive toss. It's basically a full top off at 59%, 61% dampener. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Ori's gonna have to go for a bit of recovery. Has Celestial alignment. Disarm coming back very, very soon. It's gonna be the Celestial. I think he wants to just rod the man down as best as possible. Conventional does not have Metamorphosis. He has Blur back up. Gonna be a Silence on a Conventional. I don't know if he can activate Blur while Silence. Ori with Thorns just trying to keep the pressure rolling. Cyclone onto Conventional as Ori barely, narrowly escapes with a sliver of health. It's Flash Cut or something. Anything. Imprison. Oh, I think it might be over. Quick Roar. And it's still alive somehow. How? In cat form, disarm, travel form, leaping away. What the? At no health whatsoever. Does he get another frenzy regen? Trying to regrowth? My goodness. Bark skin, but he does no health. Stealth? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Does he have a bash around the corner maybe? Cyclone? Get a reset? Catch up a bit of healing? You just try to stay away from Demon Hunter as best as you can. My god. Flesh Scout for DH, or he's gonna probably have to go for Flesh Scout his own friends and regen. He's recovering whatever health he can. Thorns is up in case DH gets aggressive. And he's got a lot inside. Trinket priority bash on Demon Hunter. He's gonna get a trinket of his own. He has the demon if he can slay anytime he wants to. Into a disarm. Conventional can still go for the I-beam. Imprison onto Ori. And the Demon Hunter, the demon trying to break the roots with the damage, but he's unable to yet. Knocking back Demon Hunter. He's gonna charge back to the demon. Better slay it. Battlemaster Trinket is getting used. Does slay the demon. He's gonna pick up that soul to get a bit of healing. At 69% dampening, it is very, very limited. Ori is still in bear. How is this man still alive? Trying to get himself a regrowth or two. And Conventional is hoping to chase after Ori. Stun fully. Conventional got himself full damage ready to go. Ori could be in big trouble. Big roar with a Cyclone. Conventional, no more Trinket. This man is still alive. He's still kicking. He's still ticking. What the? Flash Scout for Ori. 72% dampening. We hit that 17 minutes. Is Conventional giving up? Has he given up? Potentially? No, come on. Yeah, this is done. It's like, yo, I can't. I've done everything I could. I did it. Or he's given an opportunity, man. He's like, come on, you want a real game? Please. It's not fun when you just give up like that. Oh, no. Yeah, he's just done. He's just done. He's so over. I don't know what the Houston team is doing. I think they're trying to inspire him. Like, come on, you got this. You got another team. You got another game. Come on, you're fighting Ori. Come on. I think I'm just giving up. He's just done. Oh my goodness. Somebody quit us today? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's as fun. I feel like you should play it out to the very bitter end. But that's just me, man. Either way, I don't blame him, man. I can't blame him. Just chasing after the druid and it's taking him a year and a half to catch him. It is tough. Ori with 1v4. Even though it's a 1v4 of just waiting with these boys, but yeah, the Boomy Speaker rating, he is pretty nuts. Ori is insane. He is incredibly, incredibly good, as you can see, as you can tell. He's really strong at what he does. He's really good at druid. But I don't blame him, man. The man just got sapped in all confidence. He's like, you know what? I've been trying to chase this guy, and I just cannot do it. Every time I think I get an upper on him, anytime I get an advantage, he is slippery and he escapes away. That is nuts. Alrighty, boys. Kod очень много лосает. Yeah, he's losing a lot. Yeah, лосит чуть-чуть много. Нужно больше нападать на друида. На Бумкина. Trying to explain to John, he said he's lost one a lot. He's not going in. I'm like, yeah, I agree with him. The druid was playing a little bit of like a hit and run strat too hard. Like, you gotta bleed, you gotta put some pressure, you gotta get those tons of big bites in. You can't just be like, okay, I'm only doing damage side of Kabog, because then it's like you're gonna lose eventually. But I cried Boom because 3K rating and 1600 disarmed him because I pressed won't buy. It's all good, Vortex. It's all good, my guy. Don't you worry. Honestly, I mean, he was bonking you on the head a lot too. So that mace looks like it does a lot. That's amazing play right there. Okay. You're good, my guy. Don't you worry. Are we done, Ski Boys? Do you guys still have groups, or are we done? That is my question. Are we done, or are we continuing to play? While I set up my food here real quick. Yes, make it a meal. And I need one more thing from here. It is gonna be... It is gonna be... Is there no sides? There's no sides. Okay, I need that. Yeah, add to cart. Pro items. Cool. Yes. Actually, probably it was a little bit late to check the screen. But I was like, wait, can you guys see what I'm ordering? I'd be like, oh, that could have been bad. Okay. I'm gonna put it aside. You ever really want to see it play again? Yeah, if you guys do groups, if Chicago and Mike still have groups, or if you guys are done, let me know. Let me know if you guys still have groups, by the way. Or what do you play? Or isn't saying, yo, hey, man, that's something different. It was a Pulsar. Yeah, Pulsar was interesting. I liked it. I thought Pulsar was very, very interesting. Pulsar would just surprise me, because I think Pulsar is what you guys are going to play later, right? At least I imagine that's what druids are going to play. I don't know for PvE they are. So if it works for PvE, there's a good chance it'll work well for PvP too. Necrolord testing different booming builds. I like it. Necrolord is so survivable compared to like all the other boomies. Now that the healing has gotten nerfed by quite a bit, I think it's going to be really, really strong. Because I know Ori was the first one to actually play booming Necrolord. First one before anybody else. So it was actually just nuts to see. Honestly, nuts to see. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good. Ordering my food now. What's up, Vortex? Hey. Hope you had a good one, Ori. Yo, Chicago, Mikey, let me know if you guys got a group. Or if you guys group pull apart. Let me know if you got no group or have a group. Otherwise, we'll give it a couple of minutes. We'll probably call it there. Yo, I enjoyed these duels though, dude. I cannot wait until we get tier sets. Next week is the week of tier sets. New season, new PvP stuff. It's going to be really, really, really good. Really good. I want to see Rogue play again? Yeah, Rogue is going to be pretty good too. Bro ran a marathon? True, he did. He really did. Yeah, groups are done? Alright, you want Frost? Sounds good, my guy. Sounds good. I just saw in chat. Yo, I had enjoyed it. Also, already recognize him fade away. I was farming your alt and high mounted. What the? Second move is really fun to watch. It's insane. Yeah, the damage. I was surprised that you just dropped down a couple of dots, one star charge into Chicago, and just the dots melted Chicago down to half health. It's kind of insane. Why do people ask Nightfade players to help? That joke. Why do people never ask Nightfade players to help? Because they always say no? Is that what it is? Gonna burn this week. One of those tier sets for all 100? Yes, and fit. I think some tier sets are gonna be really, really good. Tier sets are gonna be insane. You want from $100 2-minute man effort? Really? Because they always charge a fee. Oh, okay, dude. Okay, dude. Alright, Atho. I see you, bud. I see you. Okay. Was a higher level, though? Wait, were you farming him while he was a low level or high level? I don't understand. Please don't tell me you were farming Ori while he was low level. Yeah, San, I think it's going to be a lot more fun with tier sets. Hopefully we'll get some tier sets from the raid and in people's vaults very, very soon. Yeah, everybody should do the new raid too, by the way. You should do the raid on normal and hero to get as many tier sets as you can, man. As many pieces. I think at most, players are going to be able to get a 2-piece at the very beginning. Or, actually, no. Maybe they're going to be able to get more than that. Because who drops a tier set? A normal. Nobody drops a tier set here. No tier set. No tier set. I think Prototype drops tier set, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay, what about Lithium? So Lithium drops a tier set for hands, for gloves. Halondrus drops a tier set for legs, so you can at least get a 2-piece from that. And then Anduin has one for the helm. So if you get lucky, you can get a 2-piece pretty quickly. And then hopefully by then you'll have a 4-piece. So a lot of the 2-pieces are actually quite influential. A lot of them are quite impactful. Hopefully I'll get mine. It's fading 1v2 this druid named Orikau. 38 druid, we were at him level 32. He was 38. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Me and Curtis were leveling high mountain with 33 or was 37. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a close enough. Well, actually, no. That's a 4-level difference. That's a kind of a big difference now that the levels are like squished. I was gonna say, I guess it's not that bad, but it is kind of a difference there. Something like that. No, you not us? Oh, okay. Fair enough. This fade, we 2-1 his druid. Haha. Wait, why is already level another druid? By the way, what do you call player and what do Ventio players and Narcissus have in common? What do Ventio players and Narcissus have in common? Hit me with it. They both like to vent a lot. Okay, dude. Alright, dude. Okay, dude. Hi, brother. How are you? What's up, Cameron? No, my guy. Had some fun at 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Those are shoot, hit with hit with hail and rockets. Huh. That's kind of messed up, Maxime, because I'm pretty sure it's not the normal people that do that. I'm pretty sure it's people's governments. Yeah, I kind of feel that's messed up. Not gonna imagine me not? Yo, dude, definitely. What did say in the pre-made list, some of you? No, what we're doing NA. We do EU Friday and Saturday NA. You know what I mean? Hey, dude, just stop by, drop a like, and not played night 2. Drop me 1 out of 10 patches. The Paladin's healer is worth playing. 1 out of 10 on patches, and if Paladin healer is worth it. Drop me 1 out of 10. Wait, what? Drop me a 1 out of 10 on patches. You don't like it that much? On Forge. Healer probably should be pretty good with the cooldown reduction. That should be pretty good. Hopefully. Dan Lickable songs. Yo, I want peep 'em, man. I want peep 'em. Hell yeah. I like it. Yeah, so we do EU Friday and Saturday NA, so there was an A. Even if you can only get 3, you can always get an M+ piece and use that tier set machine. True. But the tier set machine I don't think will be available for a while. It's like more of a catch-up mechanism, but it's going to be guaranteed. So you won't be able to have it initially. You need to get to a story part where you unlock the creation catalyst, which I think is not super far in. I think it's... Okay, so I have the Art of War, which is like my Covenant storyline. If I wasn't any of the character, I'm pretty sure I'd have the skips. Actually, I could probably get the skips now. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the skip real quickly. Use a platform to go get a skip. Which is next week? I think it's next week. Wait, is that not true? Did they change it? Okay, so I know they changed a lot of the stuff around a lot. If that's next week, that's crazy. But then it's like, didn't realize it was going to be next week then. That is actually insane. Alright, let me go over here. And switch to story. There we go. So I can just see it. Huh? Wait, what? Did I chuck again? What? I don't want to import to Mevix. Wait, do I gotta... Oh, there it is. Yeah, forging new path, Crown of Wills, means to an end. But actually, you might be right. Maybe forging new path will be the story for the machine. I could be wrong on that one. Yeah, I don't remember anymore. What is your name on Battle.net? Dalaran hashtag 1340. Dalaran hashtag 1340 is a BNet, boys. Forging new path too. I could be wrong on that one. I'm not sure. It sounds like... So I did the story once. I don't think... So Crown of Wills is when you create the crown. So you can create the new Arbiter. And I think means to an end is also something that has to do with Sylvanas and Dreadlords. And then starting over is I think the final chapter. It's more like, oh, okay. We got the Shadowlands all fixed up. I think Forging New Path is the one where we get the Forge of Bonds. Now, the question is, I know they changed a lot in PTR, like when it gets enabled and how fast do you get the charges. So I think maybe next week we get the Forge of Bonds, and then a week after that we get our first charge of it. So I'm not again, it still depends like when it'll be online, when it'll be available. On PTR it's a little fuzzy because they enabled it very late into the game. I know there's a quest line where you go to the Forge of Bonds, so like the Creation Catalyst area. No, Forge of Bonds, I guess I meant Creation Catalyst. But you go to this lower part of the island right there. That's kind of where the thing is. And you go and unlock and you fight it, and you got the whole Venthyr thing with Draven. It's a pretty cool storyline. It has a lot of cool cutscenes. Surprising, like, whoa. It's like a lot of in-game cutscenes, but like really polished. I was like kind of taken back, like how good they were. Dalaran has like 1340. Yep, that's the real ID. Pretty sure it starts to hit like 70% of HP and then thrash. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he does hit quite a lot. It hits quite hard. I think so too. But disappear because I'm not thinking to it. Come on. Well, with the reset, with the season 3 stuff, everybody's going to be reset. Everybody's going to be starting on the same starting line of gearing. So don't worry about it. There might be some gear differences now. But with the reset, it's going to be a little bit easier to catch up to everybody else. Necroboom is fun. I enjoy it. It is crazy good, isn't it? It is crazy good, Curtis. We had a Boomy over on the EU. Just absolutely, it was like, I think it was a death knight. Only DK came in, just slammed everybody out in a 1v5. But then at the end, the fifth one was the Boomy, and they would not die. They lived for such a long while. They just would not keel over at all. I think I added you. Let me see. I think I did. What's your real ID, Duth? Are you Viz? Prestige? Jorgen? Not gear difference, skill difference. Ah, fair enough. Okay, yeah. Most people when they point it are like, why should you never hit a carrion? Because they'll file a police report. Okay, file a police report is pretty funny. That's pretty good. Is the war? Okay, gotcha. Room. Who hasn't been online in like days? Let's say somebody who hasn't been online in like 1 month. Okay. Another 1 month. Well, here we go. So it's a space. Wolf. Sav. Some homies though. Sync. I don't want to remove homies. Okay. Here we go. Viz. And I need to give you a note just because I'm really bad at names. Are you online right now? VYZ. There we go. Note. Smiley face. When I add him smiley face, that's how I know, like, oh, don't remove him. Even if they've been gone for years. Just don't remove him. That's how I started to separate it. Get a max cap? Yeah, there is. So I used to have like 200 on EU, 200 on A, and then they merged them together, right? So you used to have a cap on both. When they merged together, my BNet got all messed up because I'm like, I'm way over cap. And I'm like, what's going on? Who has been online in a while? He quit? Yeah, it's been a bit. I think he's been playing other games. There's Boom and Katrikin. Yeah, Katrikin was really busy with the work, but I don't think he started playing other games too. Boom played insanely well, but then I think his like first season of Shadowlands was a little long for him. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna play another game for a bit. I think he got into Final Fantasy when everybody else was starting to like play Final Fantasy FF. He liked it a lot, so cool. I always thought Boom was like a big PvP guy, but I think he just liked WoW PvP. But I think he doesn't really care about PvP that much. I think he just really liked it and was good at it. But yeah. Alrighty, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you for watching. Like, they haven't really wanted to lead any though. Yeah, exactly. Like, I liked it when it was separate BNets. Like, I had the NA BNet and the U BNet, and I could have 200 people. Now that they merged, I'm like, well, now I gotta find a way to take that 200 cap, maybe like 250 cap. They might have increased it a little, but now I gotta find a way to figure out how to deal with that cap. Even though they're like, oh, we'll just merge them, but we want to give you a bigger cap. And it's like, okay, all right. Wish Katrick could come back. I like watching play. Katrick was insane, dude. He was also a really nice guy. It was really chill to talk to him. We merged chicken and chicken are booming. True. I can't think of a joke with Necrolords. Sad times. Yeah. I can't think of a joke with Necrolords either. That's true. They probably should have just increased my cap. Then again, most people don't have like 200 friends added to one or the other. But then again, if you play like arenas and you do Mythic Plus keys and you raid and you probably just add everybody you ever interacted with, it probably is not impossible to have a big friends list if you're like in the end game stuff. If from the sub account, you good for it? I guess so. I mean, I technically do already pay for 2 subs. I guess I would need to pay for a separate sub account, right? What do you pay? We'll go 2 EU sub and an A sub. And I guess I could do that. Imagine 2 accounts. Because that's how it was for a while. Like EU and NA counted as separate, but now they're like trying to merge everything. but I think it's fine. I mean, with some people, I rotate them out on Real ID and they add new people. It works out. But yeah, boys, we're done for the night. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate you guys so much for coming by. Thanks so much for hanging out. I wanted to get these duels going for as long as I could. Next week, hopefully we'll get more EU boys and NA boys in here. Okay, cool. My order for food is getting delivered. It's coming in a little late, but I'm just gonna go hang out on the couch, eat my food, and then go and hang out on the couch, chill, and then get back to work. Get some videos done. I have a video idea already for tonight. Actually, I have a couple now. Now that I got a message from a guy. Thanks for commenting. Next video. Thanks so much, boys, for coming by. Hope you guys enjoyed the duels. More duels next week. Friday for EU, Saturday for NA. We gotta continue doing these every single week. And hopefully the tier sets in this upcoming race set should be quite a lot of fun. Especially should be a lot of fun if Blizzard enables the creation, what is it, Creation Catalyst? Is that what it's called? Creation Catalyst? Basically the tier set maker thingy. If they enable it pretty early on, we're able to start making the tier sets, bro, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I actually can't wait to raid in a Mythic Plus and then push arenas again. That's awesome. Melon, let's have that. So we have watermelon, then we find a fire melon, then air melon, and we get earth melon, and then we have alien melons. Alien melons, I like it. I like it. Well, I'm not gonna say it. I was thinking of a really bad joke, but I was like, you know what? Nobody's gonna get what I'm trying. It's gonna be really, really bad. I'm just not good at it. Thank you for the streams. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow's my day off, unless I'm just feeling like sporadically playing something. Dude, no specific updates on whether we're playing, whether I'm getting Elden Ring yet. I have way too much work to do tonight. Maybe if I have some free time, then I'll let you guys know. We'll be doing some like late night, random Sunday Twitch streams where we're playing non-WoW stuff, potentially in the future. But we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you boys next stream. Have a wonderful Sunday. We're back Monday for some of the reset stuff. And then Tuesday, big day, big reset. Lots of new stuff. Big seasonal things. Probably gonna have a lot of bugs and such. But yeah, thank you boys for coming by. Appreciate you. I'll see you next stream. Peace.